Hello? Oh shit.
Welcome back to goodness gracious goodness gracious, well precise. That was what I was going to call it this week.
What?
I was doing the thing where I give it a different name each time, don't I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Goodness
good golly,
gracious,
well precise. Good gracious, well precise. Yeah.
it was not precise, was it? Right,
No.
end the stream. We're doing it again. Uh,
How are you doing today, Connor? Can
how
we
am I
actually say the
doing
name of the
today?
podcast though?
Um,
Yeah.
no, we'll never
Welcome to
say
the Good Game, Well Played podcast.
the name of the podcast, Andy. Stop it. Stop. Bad. Naughty. Naughty. Naughty boy.
I've been a bad boy.
But yes, welcome back to the podcast. We was just talking about being sponsored by who was it?
Hulu. I'm
No,
joking. Emmy, you know how you have craft beer? Yeah? This is craft fucking coffee right here, okay?
I
It's
need
fucking delicious.
I need to disclose that we're not actually sponsored by them. Andy dislikes them.
Every single day. I
Yeah.
start off with an Emmy. Gets me pumped, you know.
Meanwhile,
Makes me feel like a man.
oh dude, I've not
I
fucking
think we
put.
actually could get sued just by showing a brand because we already showed Emmy's cafe lattes,
It's free promotional,
cappuccinos.
unless they're literally that much of a salty dick.
I mean, what if it's not advertising and we're not benefiting from the product? Like so. Hold on. I hate Twix. Fuck you, Twix.
Oh, now you're just doing what what's that? Fuck, what's his name? Carl Smallwood from Fat Fiend does. He goes, but what if people think you're advertising? He just goes, this beer's shit. Definitely no, we're not advertising that.
I'm gonna do that with actual beer sometime, you know. I mean, I assume he did, but yeah.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean.
A second. Plugging. Not TV. Yeah. So tell me about your week whilst I'm busy hastily typing in this plugin that I forgot to do.
It's the beginning of uni, ladies and gentlemen, and my week has been shit. It's been nothing but work, but I did get something to work. You see, that's a little bit of wordplay there for you.
Oh yeah.
Um,
The little old
I
segue.
latest development. I got fucking Hitman working.
Hey,
The
fucking
textures
finally.
no longer a flicker. Um, yeah, it's fucking great. It's fucking all my childhood brought back to, well, not really childhood, teenagehood brought back to life. Um, I'm on level 3 now, mostly because of Aussie Gamer. I don't know if I'm cheating because of that.
Oh yeah, you're very much.
The Hitman games aren't really stealth games, you know. You don't have to be particularly skilled.
And
It's more of a puzzle game. You
just to
gotta
sh
like figure it out.
right, just a shout out to those in the chat right now. Hopefully, we do make you not bored, or you can just get bored listening to us. Um, Either way, I'm trying to peel an orange
Why are you trying to peel an orange?
on an orange. I bought them
Oh, you're
and
orange.
I bought them in an attempt to be a bit more healthy. But
Mhm.
they've been sat there for a while, so I know I need to eat them. Otherwise, I'm just wasting money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, being a
Good.
student, I can't do that.
Mm.
Anyway, getting back to what you're saying.
Yeah. Favorite level so far is fucking Curtains Down, where the whole point of it is that there's an opera singer and you're supposed to kill him and his buddy watching the opera.
Oh yeah.
And one of the ways you could do it, which is fucking awesome to me, is you at the beginning of the level you can pick up a real World War II pistol. Sorry, World War I pistol. That's being used in the opera as a prop. So at the end of the opera, the guy goes, no, and then shoots the guy. But if you switch out the fake prop gun for the real gun you picked up,
Oh
he
shit!
fucking kills him.
I
It's
remember
sick.
that. Just a quick shout out. Yes, we are both from England. Nice to know we got someone from the Netherlands here. Nice
I'm
to know
from
we're
Kazakhstan.
Pakistan.
Yeah,
Is that where the black men come from?
yeah.
Fucking
It's
racist. That's racist.
it's the Middle East of Africa.
Fucking hell, man. You could have literally said Somali, and that would have been better.
I wish I was from Somalia. I want to be a pirate. No, fuck the Somalis.
They're the wrong kind of pirates.
Okay. I realized that I was not on silent, and that would have been a real fuck if, you know. So how's your week been, Connor? How's your fucking week been?
Alright, just a second. I've almost peeled this fucking orange.
Go on, show it to the camera.
Ah!
Go on.
Ah!
Go on.
Just a second. I've almost fucking peeled the fucking orange. I've got so much nectar on my fucking fingers. Not nectar, juice. Why did I say nectar?
The best
Ah,
commentary.
there we go.
The best commentary on Twitch. Look at that
Sponsored by
shit.
oranges.
Does
Nature's
it not
nectar.
look like the fake round earth?
I love fake earth. Are you a believer?
Who, me?
A flat earth believer?
100%. 100%, man.
Do you believe in the round or the flat?
I believe in the flat. Flat is justice. No, I actually do believe in the round earth. Yeah, actually, seriously, yeah, you're being serious right now.
I saw a video of a guy, he literally explained flat earth by putting two cameras on a pole, spun it around and went, we don't see the earth like that, therefore it's flat. And I went,
what a fucking retard.
like, we have to explain to him that it's so fucking big that it doesn't just look round. It's not like a fucking basketball. It's not like we're human size stood on a fucking beach ball.
You'd need to have a really tiny camera. What are those micro lenses or whatever called to get the same effect, wouldn't you? And even then,
It was just fucking stupid. But no, my week, what have I been doing this week? Not an awful lot. Again, uni work has taken up most of it. But I did get my Steam Link plugged in downstairs. And, ooh, can I just say, the support for it, non-existent. Just no other way of putting it. Steam has this beautiful thing of never updating potential software with potential. Hardware with
that's
potential,
why
sorry.
you wanted to talk to me about it. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I might save it for a topic and go into more depth about it, but basically, all I wanted to do was watch fucking Simpsons on my TV that I have on a USB. Not any Simpsons, the Halloween one. They are fucking impossible to find. In hindsight, I could probably just link it all up to what's that thing called? Kodi. Like a locally hosted server, have it streamed to my phone and then from my phone to my TV using that. It's convoluted and probably will kill my phone, which I can't risk anymore. I think the battery is actually going to explode whilst it's charging. But no, oh, he's leaving in a bit, dude. Hope you come back soon. We're lonely.
Goodbye, man.
But yeah,
But yeah, what was the problem? It just wouldn't play off video off a USB, would it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I wanted it to do that.
No, I'm saying it wouldn't do that. What?
Wait, no. I load up the Steam Link basically just so I can stream what is on my computer to the TV downstairs. And I can do that. Is it intuitive? No, it's not. In a bit, man. It's not intuitive in the slightest. I'll do
How
it
much
better.
is that you bet?
Huh?
How much it cost?
Oh, the Steam Link.
Yeah.
Get ready. Guess how much? Just take a guess.
Triple digits.
Lower.
60,
Lower.
50,
Lower.
30,
Lower.
20.
Lower.
You got it for a tenner.
Lower.
You got it for £2.
Lower.
You got it for free.
Bit higher than 3.
You got it for £1.
Lower.
No, 20p.
80p.
How the fuck do you get a Steam Link for 80p?
Right. There was a deal on. They had a deal on, and it was coming with this other game that I've never touched.
Right.
Admittedly, the game did up it up to about £8, but the Steam Link itself was going for fucking 80p.
Did you say £8 or 80 quid?
80p. 80 pennies.
No. The game.
Oh, the game was like bumped up to £3.
That's a fucking amazing price for it. How much do they go off on like a eBay or something?
I don't know. I mean, I know you can buy it straight up off Steam Store.
Yeah, but that's always going to be the worst way to buy it, isn't it?
Well, I got it.
It is £50 for buy it now. How the fuck do you spin that?
As I said, really good deal. I said it's like most people that are that came to mind when that deal came on.
Nice one, mate. What else are you doing your week then? Other than not being able to get your Steam Link to work the way you wanted.
I got it to work, but
you did?
My God, it would have been more intuitive to send PNG images back and forth from my room to the fucking TV. Sellotape it to the
a little
TV.
fraction of audio every time.
Just shout what was being said. No. Was it anything else I did this week? Not really. I've been working on the podcast for next week because I love me a bit of Halloween. I got to do something even slightly special. Yeah, even if it's just a little bit special, just a little bit, I'd be happy. As for that, not really much else. I think that's it for our week. So let's move on to the next topic. Hit the fucking transition button. Go for it.
Yeah, you do.
Right. Today's topic with Andy.
Yeet. Let's talk about artificial intelligence, boys.
Ooh. I love a bit of AI, me.
Now,
especially ones that go rogue and kill people.
What do you know about AI, Connor?
Skynet.
Like when you hear AI, yeah, Skynet.
Google. Oh wait, no, I've already said Skynet.
That's where we're fucking going, boys. That's where we're fucking going, boys. So
right,
previously,
okay. I kid you not. We talk about AIs, and guess what just showed up?
What?
Look at my screen. Fucking Google Assistant decided to poke its nose in because I was talking about AI. Shut the fuck up, discount Siri.
Well, okay. Let's talk about. Okay, so actually, Siri is a good example of what I'm trying to talk about. So, conventional video gaming, yeah, Siri included, which is not a video game, but our basic ass AI, yeah. Siri is a complicated version of that, but it's basically a long chain of if this, do this, if that, do this. It doesn't think for itself, really. It's
pseudo AI.
Yeah, it's not true AI, but we're getting towards true AI. With I'm a computer science student, so we're going into it a little bit before we could get back to the video games.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Got him.
So basically, this dude was just like, "Hey, yo, I figured out how to make a computer think." Actually, people have already figured it out, but I figured out a really cool way of making computers think, and that's called neural networks, where you make a brain in your computer.
Oh, neural networks are the best. I've been watching a YouTuber do they're fucking funny.
Is his name like Jabrils or something? Wait, hold on. No, not that.
No, I watch Code Bullet.
All right. I don't know. Guys.
You cool guy. You cool guy.
666. So basically, a neural network is where it it gets better, yeah, the more you train it, as opposed to a conventional AI that is only as good as you've coded it. So what does this mean for video games? Well, it already means quite a fucking bit. Uh, Google was like, let's start off with conventional games, okay? Their Google DeepMind, which is their neural network, what's also called deep learning, their AI, was able to beat someone at chess a long time ago, and everybody was like,
Oh, that
"Whoa!"
was the big one, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then they were able to use it to get better and beat someone at Go, which is infinitely more complicated than chess. Have you ever heard of Go? It's a
No.
Chinese chess-like game.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I'll give it a cheeky Google.
um, so
It's just called Go. G-O.
yeah, Geo.
Ah, okay.
Um, yeah, but you might need to type in like Go Chinese game or
Oh,
something like
here
that.
we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's got these sort of circly dot things on the grid.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that game has way more combinations than could ever be programmed. And it was able to beat grandmasters at the game. The game, unlike like chess, it's meta. I've heard is has been done for some time, but I don't think human beings could ever master every single move in Go. So yeah,
Like,
the fact that it's better than the grandmasters now is pretty scary. So what does this mean for video games? Well, it already means that Google has already won in video games. So they beat grandmaster players. I say grandmaster because I'm using the same terms, but in a more complicated game than Go, which is StarCraft. Because unlike Go, you also need dexterity to do StarCraft. You've got to be quick
quick.
physically.
Ah, shit.
Uh,
And computers can be very quick.
yeah, yeah, very, very quick. There were a few stipulations. The computer actually had to move the mouse. It couldn't just be instant.
Yeah.
And had, um, but that being said, it was able to train up to the point. They built a bunch of training games for it to train each different part of the neural network. And I wrote it down somewhere. This is also a part of my project. I'm going to be doing this bit as well when I make my thing. Uh, Never mind, got rid of it. It's called
Fucking
something
brilliant.
learning. Uh, Learning transfer, something like that. You take one neural network and the data it produces goes to another neural network. And you use those kind of processes to be able to train it to play StarCraft effectively.
Did,
StarCraft 2.
did it win
The
in
fuck?
StarCraft? That's what I want to know.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes. It's
fucking
able
god.
to beat top players at StarCraft. So, what does this mean for video games in general? I think that in the future, probably even now, if companies give a fuck, you could have an easy, medium, hard, and neural network mode,
Neural
and
net.
see
I love that.
that would be pretty sick. And not only trains off of your training data, would also train up playing against other people, and so it would be a mode that you can never beat. And
What
if you do beat it, it's a huge badge of honor.
what
You
about
know?
like a mode where you have your own personal you go against your own personal neural network? Like
Yeah,
it trains with you and you train with it, not like one that's not coming from like the database that's being streamed to your computer that knows everything already because it's already fought top players. No, no, one that trains specifically off you like a local one.
beside you. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be
Um,
cool.
That would be really cool, but it's got to take a few other players' data. The one problem with neural networks is if you keep feeding it the same data all the time, it'll only know how to beat you.
Yeah, it's
And
very very slow, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. So the only thing you'd need to do is just change up your strategy just a little bit, and then you can beat
Just
it
a bit.
every time.
Oh yeah,
You know?
but eventually that'll get old, and that's where the challenge comes in, I feel.
Yeah, true.
So
Okay.
you'll
Yeah,
always
no, it still works, doesn't it? Yeah.
yeah, obviously yeah, as you say, it's not like it's not gonna force you to think outside the box to try and beat it. it's just gonna make you want to think outside the box to just remain on top.
Hmm.
It's like that brother that you that eventually learns how to use the gun, so you decide to run him over with a warthog instead. Um, you just do it just to piss him off. It's not like you're having to do it to win, like
Yeah,
for a chance of winning. It's just to make sure you're on top, sort of thing.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, is
So
that all?
sweet. That's my topic.
Is
Yeah,
that
that's all. That's all I
that?
wanted to talk about.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. As I say, I love a bit of AI talk, especially when we're getting full-blown proper AI now.
Yeah, yeah. Thinking for itself, shit. I mean, a neural network works exactly like a human brain would. The only reason that we haven't replicated a digital human brain is because we don't really know how the human brain, like what every single part does.
We
If
can
we did,
assume.
we'd make another human.
Yeah, that would terrify. I mean, we're closely, we're slowly encroaching on that bit. What is that? That graph? I forgot what it's called.
Oh,
Um,
the singularity.
singularity. There's a proper name for it. The singularity is the bit where you know it doesn't need us to develop and the next one anymore. It develops itself.
Hmm.
But I can't remember what the graph's called. It's like something's.
Exponential.
No. There's a name for it because the processors also follow the same one. Like pause double each year.
Yeah,
Like,
that's exponential.
I put a name after the guy who
That's an
made it.
exponential graph. Yeah,
I'm sure it had a name after the guy who found it,
where
but
where,
yeah.
where it doesn't go up diagonally, it goes up in a curve and gets faster and faster up over
Yeah.
time. That's exponential. Yeah.
Saying that though, if it was to go up, would it loop back on itself?
No, no, no. That's not how that works.
The only way is up.
Because it'd have
Uh,
to go backwards in time to do that. If you think about the time versus progress chart, it'd have to go
backwards.
backwards in time for it to.
Oh shit,
I
yeah.
don't
Uh,
know.
wait. Twitch is currently investigating site-wide loading issues. Okay, thanks, Twitch.
There.
I fucking love Streamlabs. It actually gives me Twitter-based fucking updates from Twitch support.
Mm, yeah, that's all right.
Either
It's
way,
pretty good.
it's pretty cool. Anyway, Streamlabs is good, and I should probably talk about it at some point. But regarding that, we're moving on to. But selling bad video games. Right, so,
So which game are you gonna sell me that's so bad and shit?
well, last week it's been written down since last week because obviously Ellie took over.
Mm,
So you know what game it is, so you could sell me it if you wanted. I'm only saying that because I want
I
to sell the
forgot
game
which
next
game it
week.
was. I forgot which game it was.
Big rigs.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sell me big rigs.
You get an advantage because I like
I
trucks.
forgot. No, I've forgotten almost everything about big rigs, other than you could speed up for 1 billion years.
Yep, right, so let me talk about it. Ah, right, I talk about it, you Google it.
Okay.
Um, right, so let me just get the full name. It's Big Rigs
Over the road racing.
Over the Road Racing. Ah, the memories, the pain, the suffering.
I've never played
Ah,
it.
I've never played it either, to be perfectly honest, but I can sell it. Oh God, can I sell?
Go on,
Uh,
sell. J. Jonah Jameson wants J. Jonah Jameson wants his fucking video game sold now. We need a sound effect for this segment, my dude. It'll be beautiful. Now tell
I
me about it.
um, I got someone working on the voice at some point. Sorry, I zoned out for a second. Right, so Big Rigs Over the Road Racing. Ah, not only does this have the pinnacle of graphics from 2005, this game, it enhances the trucking experience. Now, some games they go for the realistic approach. Nah. Big Rigs Over the Road Racing offers a different perspective to the world of driving trucks. It offers a perspective where you can spin on a fucking dime. A world where if you was to reverse, you would gain speed as expected. But eventually you'll get to a point where friction is, equal to that of the speed you're gaining. So you just sort of, there's a set limit you can go to. Not in fucking Big Rigs, there isn't. The only thing that's fucking limiting you is how long you can hold down the S key. Oh yes, your thing will just sit there spinning around. You break so
Why is
many
there no
laws of.
collision in this fucker?
Just don't question it. Just don't question it. It's an amazing game. It's a feature. Shut up. To be fair, there probably is collision. You just go so fast, you fuck straight through it. But like
No, you go straight through houses. Like you go through the bridge. Like
oh
you just
yeah,
go into.
the bridge that has no fucking collision. Like so, when you drive through it, you just drop down into the gorge. Like driving normally as well. That's what makes it even better. You're driving normally. Oh my fucking god, this game.
Had no fucking idea what the fuck they were doing.
Uh, do you know what navmesh is? Do you know what navmesh is?
Yeah, I know what a nav mesh is.
They didn't. Um,
Well, I mean, the AI works ish. Maybe it's not a nav mesh. Maybe it just goes around in this.
no, no.
In
Let me just see this video. Does it? Does? Oh my god, I've never seen this brand of truck.
your winner.
No, why did you turn away? I want to see the if the AI drives over the. He drove through the. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So yeah, your truck is so fucking heavy, you stick to the floor like fucking glue. Okay? You ain't ever leaving that. Like pinpoint realism right here.
Look at this shit.
Don't you're breaking the fucking layout, man. You're breaking the layout.
Everything's the layout.
But, but,
I'm the layout.
but to be fair, I am watching the same fucking video. This game is pure art. My god, is this the highest quality this video can go? Yes, yes it is. Uh, you
You're
know what,
not selling this to me.
I didn't anticipate you to watch the video either.
You told me to Google it.
I did, but I didn't think you would watch the video. Ah,
Nah, man. Nah, you ain't sell this to me. This ain't. Mm-mm. How much is it?
um, I swear to God, if it's any money, there's no way I can actually sell this to you. If they actually want any money for this, then there's no way in fucking hell I can sell this shit to you. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I'm giving up on this. Moving on.
Moving the fuck along.
Oh my fucking this. But yeah, now let me talk about the features of this game. Let me just carry on and try and sell this.
You can't.
So not only do you break the laws of physics by being able to drive through the fucking world, and also reversing with such fucking ferocious force that you break not only the sound barrier, you break not only the light barrier as well, but even the darkness barrier. The fucking barrier in which darkness takes to encroach upon a light area, which theoretically should be faster. I don't know, I don't do physics. Not only do you break that, but your fucking speed dial that is on screen, that thing will fucking keep spinning around the more and more you just.
Shit.
Right, fuck it. Nope, moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on. Moving on. Moving on.
I fucking died
Moving
now
on
after
now.
listening to that.
Time to break up. Nothing can stop big rig trucks. Ah. I'm
We're a
just trying to.
merry soul, aren't we?
I'm just trying to think of more people to throw my stream at. I think I've got most people, to be fair.
It's fine.
Love me, please.
So what are you looking forward to?
What am I looking forward to? Well, I think we've covered most games, to be perfectly honest. To
We
say,
have.
yeah, most games that are coming out at the moment, yeah.
Let's take a look at the upcoming on Steam.
Hello,
There
Mr.
is
James.
Yakuza Kiwami. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, what's this?
Yakuza Kiwami.
Oh, yeah.
So the Yakuza series is fucking sick. Okay, I ain't got to tell no one that.
Oh,
Okay.
I need to play that game. Like, it's right up there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. However, it's old. You know,
Um,
if you want to get started from the first game, because you can't get started with zero, even though it's a prequel, like you won't get like the references and
I
shit.
mean,
You
I'd
know?
fucking play it. Just a quick heads up. Hello to Mr. Eatwell who's just joined us in the stream at the moment. Right now, at the moment. Yeah,
Guten
fuck
Tag.
it.
Welcome to the hike. Why did I say that?
You're the reason. You're the reason we're not on public television.
Yeah.
Little comment. Little
Do you
comment.
think
Suck
we
my
could get a
little button.
BBC show on this shit?
Mate, I'd fucking love that. We'd have to censor everything. We wouldn't be able to say shit.
Everything. But we got the diversity quota, so it's all good.
Hey, they'll love you. A black racist.
I was so close to fucking doing, a salute. I don't think I could do that on stream. We'll get kicked off.
I mean, you probably could, but I wouldn't advise it. Please don't try it. This is
I'm
my
not gonna
channel.
do it. It's a hateful symbol. Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
If you're gonna nuke a channel, nuke your own.
Although I did draw a swastika once in with bombs in Dota 2. That was funny.
I
You know
fucking
the bomb
remember that.
character?
The techies.
Yeah, the techies, yeah. But then I blew it up on someone. It was hilarious.
Oh, so yeah, games for excited. Let's go on Steam and see what shows up. Um,
Yeah, Yakuza Kiwami I was talking about. So yeah, the Yakuza games are old as shit. The first one, if you want to play it in English, is dubbed, not subbed.
oh yeah.
So, but the rest of the games are subbed. So the story gets a little bit iffy if you're English speaking because like some bits of the story are different because of localization.
Is there
Um,
a section to look at games coming up?
yes, scroll a bit down. A little bit more, isn't it, to the bottom? There'll be an upcoming tab.
Thanks for all the hype,
If
big.
you scroll down, as is new and trending, there'll be a popular upcoming.
Oh my fucking god.
Do you not see it? No, go onto the main store page.
Oh, here we go. Upcoming right there.
Yeah.
Oh, Left Alive.
Oh yeah, we talked about that, and
We did.
we didn't talk about the new Metro game. So I'm a little bit hyped for that. But what Yakuza Kiwami is a remake of the first game, and they're gonna remake Yakuza Kiwami one. Yakuza 1, 2, and I think 3, to bring them from the PS2 era into a better graphical era.
I mean, I wanna. Let's talk about this game. Sorry, I just want to talk about. I don't know why I got scissors, but let's talk about Devil May Cry 5. What are your thoughts?
Fucking sick as shit. I was a little bit scared because it looked like DMC Devil May Cry in the first trailer,
Did
but it does look like fucking Devil May Cry now, and it
um
does look like it plays like Devil May Cry now. So,
um
which DMC did not.
I have a feeling about actually DMC had some good gameplay. Like, yeah, it
No,
wasn't
it did not.
it was not the dance. Quite enjoyed it. It wasn't
I
like
did.
again amazing. It was not Bayonetta level, and Bayonetta is the candle I'll hold to everything now, regardless of whether or not this is the game that created character action.
Um, the
Um,
series, you mean? Then yeah, it did create character action. Yeah.
but yeah, Nero looks like a dickhead now.
No, I like him. That's the evolution. Nero's always been punk. Dante's been like, I don't know, like surfer. Like
Dante, do you know what
when
Dante
Dante
looks like?
makes fun of someone, he's doing it for himself. He's doing it to get a kick out of it. Whereas Nero's always been trying to piss people off.
You know
But
what Dante
mhm.
looks like in this?
Well,
Who is that really famous actor from Walking Dead in Death Stranding?
oh,
Norman Reedus. He looks like a
Norman
white-haired
Reedus.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah, kind of, just a bit.
Yeah. Hashtag not my Dante. Um,
No, I think he looks really cool. That's the evolution of the character,
the
man.
the look of the characters I'm not looking forward to. But yeah, no, I enjoyed the actual gameplay of DMC. The actual
Hmm.
story and the characters and everything else. No.
Yeah,
Is he fucking throwing back? Okay, I might buy this
yeah.
game.
One of his weapons is a motorcycle that he pulls in half, and then they're two like chainswords.
Yeah, I'll buy that. Sold. Oh, Resident Evil 2 remake. That's something. Well,
Yeah, is that a fucking city skyline, like fucking.
Oh, that is a radio station.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, they do
I thought it
radio
was like
station.
like a cyberpunk city skyline expansion. That's what
Uh,
it looks like.
it technically is, but it's only for the radio station. Like it just adds a radio station.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Any other games that anyone's looking for?
Um, well, talking about Yakuza again, they're making a new game in the Yakuza universe, which is to say, just Japan, where you play as a detective.
Oh yeah.
Not a detective, a private PI. Yeah. Wait, did I say the same thing twice? Just a private investigator.
What the fuck is this? Why? Sorry, I've got anime characters, then Goblin Walker. The fuck am I looking at?
That's the Steam upcoming games.
Oh, um, there is a topic I want to talk about in the news release, and I don't think you've written it down or if you've spoken about it at all. So I will talk about that when we get to the news.
Sweet.
Actually,
Any hint about what it's about?
it's about Steam actually.
Oh, okay.
It's all speculation. It's all hearsay. So I will scream to the high heavens, "This is just speculation." But
Okay.
I swear to God, if it's true, we're in for some interesting times ahead. But yeah. Actually, should we move on because the releases are fucking dry as fuck at the moment.
Sure. I'm trying to find the name of this. I think it's called like Project Judge. That's it.
That's my Facebook shit.
So there's a new game coming out by the Yakuza devs. Same universe, totally different story, called Project Judge. You play as a private investigator, and you get money like taking pictures of people in compromising positions, like the senators with a whore. Click, click, click. That kind of stuff.
So you're not a private detective. You're just more paparazzi.
No, you get hired to do a whole bunch of stuff, and
Touche.
yeah. So that
Uh,
that I'm excited for as well because the Yakuza game's got some good charm and a good combat system as well. So yeah, you know,
um,
not many people know those games are RPGs.
you love your RPGs. Go on.
It's a good RPG. Yeah. So yeah, that's me ranting about Yakuza
Yeah.
over.
Um,
Sweet.
second.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. No, it's a thing. It's a thing. I will have to read more into this, but it's a thing, and I will talk about it in the next section. Now we move over to the news with
yo, yo,
Andy. I need to
yo.
stop doing
What
that.
it do? What it do? It's the news with Andy.
Hey, now we can actually see your face whilst you read it.
Eh?
We can see your face whilst you read it.
Oh yeah, true. True, 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 true. Um, the thing is, I have so many tabs up, I lost the news. Let's see if I can find it. Stall for time.
Uh,
Stall.
was it What is up, GGWP
I
Nation?
found the news.
I'm your
Fortnite.
host, Biggest Renion. Let's get right into the gaming news.
So Fortnite's original mode called Save the World. It's a co-op mode. Um, it's it's originally pay to play. Most people know that. But what people don't really know is that the Epic devs have said that that mode is going to be free to play eventually. Uh, so just a little bit of background. It's been pay to play, but the battle royale mode that everybody else plays has been free to play ever since it's come out. So this new transition to making the whole game free to play has been pushed out of 2018 and it's been given no release date in the future, whether it's been a real one or a soft one. And the reason that Epic Games is given is that since Fortnite's extremely popular, The original mode will have an influx of users once made free to play, which will put a strain on the system because they must have a ton of servers for the battle royale mode, but probably next to nothing for the paid mode because no one buys Fortnite. No one has ever bought Fortnite. So yeah, what do you think about that? Like, do you think that's a good move for them to go um
Um,
pay to play, free to play with everything?
so it sounds like they're getting ready for a big influx of viewers coming in um when moves over. So obviously it does sound like they've got separate servers. Fair enough. But wouldn't it make your fucking day if when they make it free to play, the user base does not increase whatsoever?
Oh no, to me it doesn't sound like that. To me it sounds like they've got the co-op mode servers and they've got the battle royale servers, and all the people who are accessing the battle royale, once they're able to click on the co-op mode without buying it, there's going to be a ton of people just giving it a go, and the whole servers will crash. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if they put like support in place just in case that happens and nothing fucking happens? Like, no one just fucking looks. It's like, it's free to play now. I'm just gonna go and
Yeah,
carry on playing Battle Royale.
just carry on playing battle royale. Yeah, that could always happen, but
Make my
I
fucking
don't know.
day.
I'd be curious. I'd want to give it just a little go.
I mean, it's what the building mechanics were made for, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
To be
true.
fair,
It
I
is.
remember being interested in Fortnite back in the day, back in E3,
Hmm.
when it was just save the world. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd
I'll,
give it a go.
I'd give it a
As
whirl.
long
Yeah, I
as
suppose.
it's a full game still, and it's as free as the battle royale mode is. I can imagine them thinking, "Oh, I wasn't that successful. Just pump it with a lot of microtransactions and like just keep the battle royale mode,
Okay, people can say
on its
whatever the
own."
fuck they want about Epic, because quite frankly, I'm not a fan of Fortnite, but they've done a good job with the microtransactions.
Yeah, yeah. So far,
It, it's, it's respectable. You know,
hmm.
yeah, they got microtransactions, but how else are you gonna get money out of a free game? More on that later, by the way. Um, stay tuned. Dun, dun, dun,
This is
dun, dun, dun.
this is a good build up. There's some good build up. I like it. I like it a
Yep,
lot.
I like riding segways. Can't wait to fall off and just bang my head. Just concuss myself on my own segway. And into the next piece of bang! Connor?
Shall we get onto the next piece of news though?
Yes!
S-
Next piece of news.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have done this. I gave all of my news segments like really shitty names. So I put Fortnite Save the World mode, no free to play, san, and no modo, no privato servatum. So Todd Howard has said that Bethesda's new game, Fallout 76, will not have mod support. Officially, he said that it's gonna happen, but not until sometime after launch. This is the same with private servers as well, by the way. Although private servers are set to roll out a lot faster than modding. So, is this a case of they want to make more money, or is this a case of they don't have the infrastructure to support mods with other people on the same server? Yeah.
Um, they, I don't think they have the infrastructure, to be perfectly honest. Um, it's their first, you know, proper flurry into online gaming. Yeah, they
Mm,
had Elder Scrolls Online, but that was made by a MMO team.
yeah.
The game reeks of an MMO, not of a Elder Scrolls game. So, this will
It's
be
a
their,
big different step for them. Yeah.
and that game didn't even support mods, did it?
Uh, what, the old schools online?
Yeah,
Other than the mods that would be afforded to a usual MMO, I should guess like UI shit and like markers on the ground and shit.
yeah. So other than
Because
that,
other
nothing,
than that, no.
nothing like, because that's all user side those mods, like proper
Yeah.
server side ones. They could always
That being
revoke.
said, they can do. I can't remember which game. I think Minecraft. They could do the whole Minecraft thing of you can't get on the server, this private server. You can't get on it unless you have the same ESPs as everybody else,
Or they
as the server has. You know.
or they could do with the Garry's Mod slash Towers Unite, another game that I fucking love and need to love. You join a server, and it will download it straight to your system.
Mm.
Obviously, you get a
But
lot.
then you're gonna have to have your mods through that Bethesda network thing, and no one wants that.
Ugh.
No one wants
I
that.
bet you this is like the whole reason why they're doing like online. It's like they're not going, oh, the people want you online. No, they're going. Actually, if we do this and people want to join with their friends, they would have to give us money for officially supported mods that will allow them to connect with their friends. Because all
Mm.
the other mods aren't supported officially. Give us your fucking money.
They could still. There's still space for them to keep it free and open, and yet make money at the same time. They could just do the Minecraft model of, yeah, sure, make your own open servers if you like, but also if you'd like us to handle all the server shit for you, here's our pay £4 a month, and you get servers, and you can upload whatever mods you want to it.
Yeah.
You know, and they make money doing that, and microtransactions. But you
Oh,
know,
I've not touched Minecraft in fucking ages because I know it's just turned into a hellhole of fucking microtransactions.
we should play it online sometime. In fact, we should play it online after this. But no, that's only the C++ version. The old Java client still is without microtransactions.
Ah, but it's got a bigger problem.
Well,
Java.
I mean, I don't. Nah, your computer's fast enough to run Minecraft at this point.
I
It's a
never said
long
it's.
time.
I never said it's fast enough. That's fucking. That's shitty software that will spy on me.
No,
Backdoors, man.
it'll spy
Backdoors
on you
everywhere.
regardless.
Backdoors everywhere, man. I'm gonna be paranoid about something spying on me that hasn't told me it's spying on me than with Google that said they're spying on me.
Get out of here. No one's gonna be spying on you just because it's Java.
More on that later. Um,
You're really building this up. I
mate,
like it.
I'm fucking talking about it. I'm fucking talking about it. Yes. Next news topic.
Uh, you're gonna have to remind me what it is because I didn't write that one down.
Ah, see, I can't check.
Because you're on the yeah.
Right.
I think that was it. There was a
No.
there was a thing about Elon Musk being awesome on Twitter.
Yeah, that was it. It was a small one. It was like a little titty bit. Little titty
Little
bit.
titty bit. It's to do with Fortnite as well.
Little titty taddy bit.
Uh, so I don't know where this article is from. It looks like a fake article from like The Onion or something. But there was an article that says Elon Musk buys Fortnite and then deletes it.
Fucking love the onion.
I don't think it's even The Onion. I think it's just a photoshopped article. Uh,
Really?
so Elon takes that picture, puts it on his Twitter, and says, "Had to be done. You're welcome." Throwing absolute shade.
Oh,
Uh,
post that image to me. I'll.
Sweet. Hold on. And
Oh my.
I'll send you the tweet as well. So yeah, that it was just absolutely hilarious. Elon's really been moving into the meme town territory for a while. You know,
Okay.
he's been talking about anime. He's been
It,
talking about building mecha suits.
let's
He's
be
been
honest.
going all crazy inventor on us for a little bit. You know.
Elon Musk, the dude's fucking rich enough to do whatever he wants.
Oh yeah.
Like that tube thing is. What's that tube thing is?
The Hyperloop.
Yeah, that would not work.
Either that or the Boring Company.
The Hyperloop. Yeah.
Okay, but the Boring Company will work.
You have to send me it on Steam. Remember, otherwise your
Oh
camera
yeah,
will fuck off.
true.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just send you the tweet then.
Um.
Boom.
uh, there we go. Squidge it on over. Boosh. Okay, why am I not following this, man? There we go.
Because I don't
Sorted.
know. He's great.
Sorted.
Boom.
I had to save the kids from external virginity.
Wait, where are you reading that?
It's right.
Oh, right,
It's
in the
just above.
picture.
It's
Yeah, yeah,
just above
yeah,
the
yeah.
photo. Oh yeah.
It's great. It's
Mike
great,
Murphy,
guy.
you cheeky bastard.
Yeah, no, the Hyperloop doesn't look like it'll work, but maybe
Um,
it will.
I was watching a guy like he said how basically if that thing was to have a slight puncture, because it's a vacuum, it would have the entirety of the Earth's atmosphere crushing down on you, which would
Mm,
kill everyone in the Hyperloop. And that's not to mention like the fucking explosive shrapnel you'll get of, you know, a fucking tube decompressing with that much power behind it.
yeah.
So, oh, and then he showed like people working on it. It was just like, that doesn't look safe. But this isn't the boring company fucking podcast, is it? It's GG well played. So let's go back to the.
Oh no, that's a different thing. The Boring Company is a different thing. My dude, he's building a tunnel underneath a city so that cars can go down there and drive around.
Oh fucking shit.
And he just tweeted recently the tunnel's almost finished.
Wouldn't it be great if this was just a meme, just a massive meme? Like here it is. It's just a picture of Nick Cage's face going, "You don't say."
It's fucking
Uh,
sick. He's so fucking sick. Imagine all the new parking spaces because they'll all be underground.
what would we do with the fucking land though?
What do you mean?
Like all the earth that gets pulled up from like underground.
You dump it.
Where?
Well, what China's been doing is all the earth that they've pulled up underground is they've been making new islands.
Oh no, no wonder the sea level's fucking rising. We're gonna lose fucking Grimsby's thanks to those cunts.
You could do all sorts. You can use all that lifted up dirt and make some new fucking. You could sell the dirt. Like people need dirt, like
Duh.
for plants and shit.
Sounds like some sort of
It's
lucrative
ecological
fucking
and shit.
scheme on
Like
Minecraft.
what?
It sounds like some lucrative scheme on Minecraft. Like you got that dirt.
You got that dirt.
I've been trying to terraform my land. Oh, speaking of China, I heard this on Tech Quickie. No, not Tech Quickie, Tech Linked. Um, yeah, Tech Link Daily. The Linus Tech Tips thing that he did after NCIX fucking died.
Right.
Um, just burped. Basically, apparently China is building a fucking. I thought I muted Steam. Wow, thanks Steam.
Did it pop up?
It
I'm
went
sorry.
ping. Went ping.
Whoops.
Elon Musk dirt deal. Brilliant.
Just the podcast title. It might be a good one.
Oh, I might actually keep that. I like the idea if you posted them to me. But yeah, what was I saying? Apparently China is building a moon, like a artificial moon that will be used to reflect the sun rays back onto China in hopes that it will reduce the electricity bill.
And give people skin cancer. That's fucking retarded. Don't do that.
Well, reflecting it, it's obviously the moon does that anyway. But then they'll be amplifying it, I'd imagine, for it to be effective. The moon doesn't do a good job of fucking lighting the streets, so maybe skin cancer. Do you know what's even
Actually,
better?
it depends where you are. Like, if the moon is really big and really bright, like there's been a few nights I've had like camping or some shit where there is like a faint white light everywhere and you can actually see really well at night just because of the moon.
Well, I
And it's
still
fucking beautiful.
I still want to point out because like we've talked about stupid things, but we haven't talked about the biggest stupidest thing here.
Well,
To save on electricity bills, they want to build the moon, build the moon in space or send it to space, just to cut down on the.
I
I
assume
mean,
it's not. I assume it's not an actual moon, just something that'll look like a moon down from here.
yeah, it'll look like a moon, but it's not like they're not gonna get like dirt and shit. It's gonna be metal and shit, but
Yeah.
still, we've made satellites, but we haven't made satellites the size of the fucking moon.
Well, it wouldn't have to be, would it? If there's
If it's,
maybe I don't know.
I don't know either, but the plans of it looks basically like a Death Star, but more moon-esque.
This is why Trump needs to set up those space force.
What?
You see that shit? You have the Navy, the Army, the Marines. You gotta have the Space Force. That's what Trump wants.
Well,
He's a smart man.
am I the only one
He
that's
knows
like?
what he's talking about.
Am I the only one that sat there thinking, right? Okay. Why do you need to spend so much fucking money to cut down money on electricity bills? Like,
Because you spend that money once, and then eventually it'll make a return on investment.
throw them into like unfathomable debt because there's no chance that that would fucking work.
No, yeah, no, the science is it's not there. It's not there, is it?
It's 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 this is exactly what I imagine university professors doing when they come up with bullshit fucking theories. It's like, yeah, but if basically what I'm doing is I'm making kids suffer with bullshit theories, but I get paid fuck tons of money for it.
Nah, that shit. Yeah, nah. Trust me, I'm doing that shit right now. There's a lot of shit. There's hoops you got to go through, and like people you got to answer to before you're allowed to do anything that's fucked up to anybody.
Mate, oh
You know?
fucking Cambridge, what is it? The National Medical Diary, is it? What is it called? British Medical Diary or something. Their famous article thing. They for the longest time they accepted what is it? Cello scrotum as an actual thing. And then the woman
Cello scrotum.
yeah, like guitar nipple, basically when you hold your guitar and you play it, eventually it chafes on your nipple so much that it hurts and that. Basically, scrotum is basically when you hold a cello and it's between your legs. Male male players effectively it rubs on the thing and it makes it painful down there. The woman who wrote it eventually went back to the fucking medical diary, uh, later article about 10 years afterwards, and then saw it being brought up again. And one was like, rang him up and went, yeah, that was a fucking joke between me and my husband. We didn't think you would take it this seriously. And they had to issue an apology for 10 years worth of mis fucking labeling. Best part is people who cited that had to apologize for their essays.
That's fucked.
No one
That's
fucking
real fucked.
cross-referenced it. Or they just went, fuck it, it seems legit, let's just go with that. Oh my god.
Maybe because I'm just a student, they check my shit more closely.
Uh,
If you're like super big man professor, people be like, "Oh yeah, he's smart. He must know what he's talking about."
Best part is that she was the professor, but she used her husband's name because she didn't want people to be like, oh, that didn't want her name tarnishing because she thought people find it as a joke straight
Mm,
away. So she
mm.
basically did it in her husband's name, who isn't a professor or a doctor. And they went, unheard of person. Fuck it, we'll just throw it in there. It's not like they went, oh, can we put your article in here? Just throw it on there.
All right.
It's like, how far does this? I've realised we've got fucking sidetracked again. But this isn't video
Yeah.
games.
No, let's talk about video games more.
Um, we're out of
What's
news, aren't
next
we?
on the docket?
We out of news?
Yeah, we are in news.
I'm padding that time
Yeah.
because we're going really quick today.
Oh yeah.
Games we'd like to see.
Games we'd like to see.
These are games that we would like to see. Concepts, ideas, recreations, anything like that being brought back in the modern day. Any ideas you got throw in? Because I'll rant about mine. You saw it in the docket.
Let's start with you. Yeah. And then we'll see if I got one by the end of it.
All right,
Because
I'll give you
I
enough
haven't
time.
got
You
one
know
in
me,
it.
I'll rant. Let me just
Oh yeah.
finish my chip. Have a cool glass of Pepsi.
I wish I had another copy. Coffee.
Boy. Right. Okay. So, what what game on the N64 do I love?
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. It seems every time I reboot my fucking channel, GoldenEye's there. So
Right.
I'm just going to tilt the camera up because now that I'm talking about something I'm massively into, I'm sat up straight. I'm
So are
like a
you going
tiger
for
about to
GoldenEye's
pounce.
spiritual successor then?
No, I'm not going for spiritual. I'm going for GoldenEye again. Not recreated, No HD textures. Well, we can if you want, as long as that is all you're doing. You're not. If you move a fucking box, I will hunt you down and curb stomp your cat.
Right.
I want GoldenEye.
Doesn't that already exist?
No, no, it does not. We do not count GoldenEye Reloaded.
What about that one that was made on Steam? Sorry, on the same engine Half-Life was made on.
Ah, GoldenEye Source. That is just the multiplayer, and it is not accurate at all.
Right.
It does not play the same at all, and not because better controls. No, no. It looks like GoldenEye, and it kind of feels. No, it does not feel. It does not feel, in my personal opinion. Um,
Right.
Not to say it's a bad project. The guys did a good job of recreating stuff that looked like GoldenEye and get those nostalgia juices flowing. But it
Hmm.
did not feel it for me. I'm not going to
Could you
discredit.
load it up in Dolphin and just replace the textures?
Maybe, maybe. I mean, I do play it emulated anyway. I've got a good emulator, but
Hmm.
I want to be able to play it without having to worry about emulation. I want to be able to throw money at this game again, sort of thing. Have it
Hmm.
official. I mean, I
Hmm.
have it official anyway on the N64, but I want it on PC, mouse and keyboard support, online support. I want to be able to play, for instance, with you without having to get it up in an emulator, get it working properly, because the green sea textures, you remember? And some other, one level, the sea's green for some reason.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Um,
Is
Not in
there a
the
way of
original.
fixing that?
It's just, I don't know. It's just a bug with the emulation.
All right.
Um,
That is weird.
yeah. Then also, like, getting it online as well, that's a pain in the ass, because most likely, if you're using an emulator, you have to use a matchy. And we
What's wrong
want
with
to
a
leave that
matchy?
in. No, we're leaving that in the past to rot.
All right.
No more Hamachi. We've had games that come close to it. We've had GoldenEye Rogue Agent, which was nothing like it, but it was still an enjoyable Bond game. We've had Nightfire, which I class as the spiritual successor, even though it's not by the same company. It's not even the same thing. It it doesn't follow it, but it plays like it. And that's what I want in a game. But I want to go back to the dam, and I want to play the dam. I want to go through the facility and play the facility. I want to go through the shitty level design of that fucking cemetery, which I despise. I want to be able to re-experience this game properly,
Hmm.
not shoddily through some emulation software. And do not fucking turn to me and say that GoldenEye Reloaded is an amazing game and that fucking brought it back. That was not GoldenEye. That was a bastardization. You know what pisses me off even more? They
What?
got rid of Piers Brosnan for Daniel Craig. I don't care if he's current Bond. Piers
I like
Brosnan,
Daniel Craig more than Brosnan, though.
that's fair enough.
It's
Daniel
catering to people like me.
Daniel Craig was not in fucking GoldenEye. And it's not catering specifically to me who prefers Brosnan because it's the only Bond I've ever fucking watched.
Yeah, all right.
I'm not
Wait,
gonna.
what? For real?
Yeah, I watched a bit of a Daniel Craig one.
Dude, watch Casino Royale. It's a deconstruction of Bond.
I watched the original Casino Royale.
Watch the new one, seriously. It's really good.
Original Casino Royale was a bit weird.
Was it?
Yeah,
I never saw it.
it was just a piss take. It's not a Bond movie parody.
Oh,
It's in an actual parody, not like a deconstruction. It's like they take the piss out of it.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I want to see Bond again, and I want to play it properly. Throw a yeah, maybe spruce up the AI a bit, make it a little more challenging. Um, Throw a bit of online into it. That sort of thing.
Yeah. Dedicated servers or private ones?
Bit of both.
Or
Why?
both?
Why not both? You know,
Why not both?
I mean, they don't need dedicated. To be fair, this is like a local co-op sort of shtick. So just throw a bit of
Yeah.
peer-to-peer in there. You'll be fine.
You never know. It might take off like a Counter-Strike kind of thing where it'd be. Do you know what's really comfy about those servers? That they're private servers, but they're open to everyone, and you just get bled in your ear with like advertising, like As soon as you know what I'm
Ah.
talking about.
Oh
I
yes,
like
I
that
do know
shit
what
a
we're
lot.
talking about. We'll be talking about that later.
Is this? Are you gonna say that if I say anything like
Anything related to my topic, I'm going to say we're talking about that later.
Oh, okay. You're hyping this up.
Mate,
You're
this
hyping
is
this up.
another one I'm passionate about, man. You know me when I get passionate. Men do, what was it? I know what men can do when they're angry. I had to make the meme. Come on, man. Come on, give me some. Get a dab.
I have a fucking game I'd like to see.
Yep.
It just came to mind. I've been learning a lot about the history of Rome. Yeah. And Rome taught wars. It's all right.
I was about to say Road Total War. Yeah, carry on.
It's all right, but I want to do everything that would be in a major Roman statesman's life. I want to play basically the Mount and Blade of Rome.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to be able to like rile up the masses with a huge speech because of my speech skill, or like politically backstab somebody, or make a bunch of money, or like uh, there was this one time when Caesar had not paid his army for like 3 wars,
How does he do
and
that?
was because he's like really good at talking. He's Caesar, you know. He's basically emperor at this point, the first ever emperor of Rome, even though he'd never call himself that. And like he has to go fight Pompey, which was like his one one of his best friends, but like he's fighting for the Republic and Caesar's fighting to become a dictator. So he's basically won every single battle because he's fucking Caesar.
Yeah.
But he every single time he wins a battle, a war that is, he's like to his troops, I'll pay you later. I haven't got the money now. I'll pay you even more later. I'll pay you even more later. And then maybe sometimes he'll give them some money to subside their anger. And at one point, uh, he invades Rome. He's now dictator for life of Rome. He rules Rome and most of the Roman Empire, except for the eastern bit, where Pompey is currently trying to fight back. And Caesar's like, okay, guys, here's all your money. Um, if you don't want to fight for me, that's fine, no hard feelings. But
Not
and
get
then he
paid.
gives a beautiful speech. It's like, I'm sorry that you had to like basically amounting to I'm sorry you had to give up on me, you know? Like backhanded kind of thing, like their honor kind of things. Like I'm sorry that you're too weak to, to keep fighting.
And
And
that did that fucking work?
it fucking worked. It moved them to tears because they were like, "Oh shit, we're abandoning Caesar, like the greatest guy ever." And yeah, it turned the whole thing around, and he managed to go for one more war with his veteran troops instead of having to train up new ones, which would have cost a lot of time. So anyway, if there was a speech skill in a video game where I could do
Got
that kind of
sidetracked
shit,
there.
that kind of shit in like a Roman world, like you start up, you're the opposite of a plebeian. You're a patrician. You're a poor patrician. You make your money. You raise your legions, win a few triumphs. Lead Rome to glory. Have a civil war. Become dictator. Become princip. Become emperor. That'd be sick. That'd
Yeah.
be sick as shit. So, make Mountain Blade Rome mod is basically what I'm trying to say.
You don't even want like official kit, just make it a mod.
Just
Just
make
mod
it a
it.
mod.
Just throw a mod in there, it'll be fine.
There's a few good mods for Mountain Blade actually. I wonder if there actually is a Rome mod. Mount and Blade. What's the good one called? Not Bannerlord. I mean that's not
What
how you know
knows?
it.
I do not know. I've not played Mountain Blade.
Oh, I'll
I
send
get
you a copy for Christmas.
I get told good things about it, so I probably want
It's
to.
really good. I'm installing it right now. Actually, I'll do shit things with the podcast on it.
Nah,
Warband.
nah, nah. You look fine, Andy. You look fine.
I'm not downloading it now. I'm saying it'll get all fucking dang, 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 fucking
Hey,
dang. Rome
can't
mod.
hear you, Andy. You break up. You downloaded
Uh,
Mountain Blade.
it it exists. There is a mod for being Roman. You could be German as well.
Oh, sweet. Can I be the
But
Hitlers?
you're off by a few thousand years there, matey.
Yeah. Can I have one with Nazi Germany? Okay. Right, man.
First, you're gonna have to do a little thing called Jesus.
Bit of Jesus. Praise the. Oh my God, that's a game I'd love to see.
Jesus RPG.
Mate, a game where you have to spread Christianity, but it gets like ludicrous and amazing. You get to make your own religion.
Man, shall we go into another tangent because fuck Christianity? Okay, I'm gonna get into it.
No, I'm gonna have to say
I'm
no.
gonna get into it. Okay,
Put it in the
I'm gonna get
context of a
into
game.
it.
Put it in the context of a game. Then we can talk about it.
Okay. So, the Greeks invented the first ever steam engine. Okay, this is in the context of games.
Oh,
I'll bring it
right, right.
around. I'll bring it around.
They made the first steam engine. So
Basically,
back when the Greeks, there was here philosopher Gaber Noel, the greatest philosopher of all time. He came up with ye old steam engine. He called it the source of all creation. But
anyway,
not only did he find it the source of all creation, he thought it was the golden source of all creation, so he called it source gold.
if
And
it
then he
weren't for
made source two.
Christianity, if it weren't for Christianity, y'all guys wouldn't have burnt down the Library of Alexandria. If you didn't burn down the Library of Alexandria, we would have had the steam engine earlier, and we wouldn't have been in the Dark Ages. If we didn't have the Dark Ages, we would have had sick ass video games. So therefore, fuck Christianity.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
I suppose I've got to be the counter argument to this. That was forbidden knowledge. Forbidden knowledge is heresy. You know what we do with heretics?
What?
We crucify the motherfuckers. Oh, we exterminate their country because we can't exterminate our own planet.
Actually, their preferred method was flailing people by throwing bits of rocks at them.
My kind of people. I love inadvertently fucking up the human race for a good 10,000 years.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Can I just say, Christianity is the only religion that they big up, but the fucking Jews didn't do that. The Buddhists definitely didn't do that. Fucking Muslims don't do that. Fucking
Muslims are doing that right now. What are you talking about?
oh wait, there's that whole war in there for that country, isn't there?
No, ISIS goes around smashing ancient bits of like Egyptian shit and like any like
Right? No, no.
historical artifacts. They smash them.
Just because ISIS sit there and go, we're doing it in the name of Allah, doesn't mean they represent all of fucking. That's
Oh
like,
yeah, and those Christians that burnt down the Library of Alexandria don't represent Christianity, and
well,
certainly don't represent Christianity now. I'm just saying they fucked it up. They
well,
fucked it up, and they did it in the name of God,
well,
just the same as ISIS did.
they were treated, they were taught back then that this was forbidden stuff and that they had to do it because Christianity back then was just what, we don't have a good crusade like we did back in the past. I'm completely joking, but saying that the Knight Templar armor is fucking amazing.
It's pretty fucking cool. If only they won a crusade.
Hey, do you know what? That'll be make for a good question. Shall we move on because we're getting very religious?
Yeah, we are.
We are definitely offending someone.
I want a crusade MMO. No, not MMO. I want a crusade. No, actually, a crusade MMO sounds cool.
Isn't that just World of Warcraft, but instead of you all wear matching armors with red crosses.
Do you know? In the First Crusade, you know the story of Jericho,
Oh
where they
God,
went around the walls of Jericho and the walls came tumbling down.
they just walk around it and it
In the
fell.
First Crusade, they went around the walls of Jerusalem and hoped that the walls would come tumbling down, and they didn't. But they did get a bunch of reinforcements, and that was the miracle. So that they went and took Jerusalem. So it was a miracle. It worked.
Why did they do crusades again?
Uh, because the Byzantine Empire was like, my influence is going. We're the source of Christianity. And the real source of Christianity, the Pope was like, yeah, we should probably help those guys out. So they go invade Jerusalem and kill the Muslims.
Oh boy, can I just say something?
And it
Like,
almost worked. Not really.
this is something that I'd like to see more of, actually. Just before we move on, just to pad out the time for the simple fact we are going very fucking early today. Um, right. I know I can feel the risk of copyright strike right now.
Give it a go. Be man.
Doctor
Always
Who,
edit it.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who in the Byzantine Empire.
No,
Doctor Who in Jerusalem.
no, 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 no.
What are you saying?
No, 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 right. This is just moving on from the topic because this is getting
Oh,
horribly
right.
offensive. Right.
No, it isn't.
We're going to offend someone.
It's history. Y'all getting offended at history, that's crazy.
You just have to say 9/11 in America and people get upset.
Yeah, true.
And you just have to say, Third Reich in Germany and they'll get upset.
That's a weird one. That one I don't agree with. That one I'm like, it's like 100 years ago or something.
What
No, it
was
was
it?
like 70 years ago.
100 years ago, Maya. Anyway, Doctor Who VR. My fucking god. Right. I found out it's a thing. I found out it looks good. Well, it functions well. It could do with some higher textures, but that could just be the video that I saw.
73 years ago. Sorry, yeah.
But yeah, no, it looks really fucking good, and I want to see a lot more of it because unfortunately it's only Matt Smith.
bring
Um,
up some pictures of it, or video of it, because I'm
oh,
not
do
able
I
to
do
see any
that?
shit.
Do I risk getting
Ah,
do I
yeah,
risk
I
getting
see.
slammed by the BB? No, fuck it. I'm gonna do it anyway because I could
If
just
you want,
edit.
I'll search it up myself.
I'll just edit it out if they do be a little bitch like they did last time.
Can you change the color of the thing?
Fuck it. We'll
That
just see
might
what
help.
happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
VR. Here we go.
It's a shame that you can't just. It's in fair use. We're criticizing it. We're being critical about it. We're talking about it.
Oh, here we go. Right. Yeah, but automated bots don't know what fucking. Right, let's just avoid the intro and let's just wait until he gets inside the TARDIS because then there's nothing they can fucking claim me for. Yeah, about here will do. Right, so we just switch that over. Here we go. This just so everyone knows, this video is from the official NerdCube channel. This is how
I
I found
can.
this out. Credit people. Say that I've credited no other people. I just want Senpai to notice me. But yes,
I
this
can see the potential of this shit.
yeah. Unfortunately, it's only Matt Smith's TARDIS,
It's fine.
and it's only locations from Matt Smith's era. You say it's fine, but I have an astounding resentment for Matt Smith.
I don't like him either, but
Actually, no,
maybe,
no.
maybe just because I'm not such a fan of Doctor Who.
He was a good doctor, bad writing. I'm going to be fair here. I'm going to be fair.
Also, there is no way to command a TARDIS. Every single time, I bet on the script it says randomly turn the dials and shit in an animated way.
You say that, but I know for the first Doctor specifically, he literally, although it did just say hit random buttons, when he was asked to time travel, he actually had a series of buttons and knobs that he twisted.
In a perfect order, right?
Yeah, it was his order.
Yeah.
Like, although it wasn't official, he didn't like officially get told what buttons and knobs to twist. Because I only know this because when his replacement came around, Patrick Troughton, he was on set and he was telling them how which buttons do what and what to twizzle and what not to twizzle. when the TARDIS is going off.
And that's based on the first Doctor's acting.
Yeah, that was the first Doctor, William Hartnell, telling him to do that, which I thought was amazing.
That's some nice attention to detail. Yeah.
Watch a video called Venture Through Space and Time. It's like a dramatization, like a recreation of his season.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I might have to censor this out because of BBC, but we'll see. We'll
We'll
see.
see. We'll see. He
Yeah.
didn't.
Well, we don't know if he got claimed or not.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at it.
Well,
When did this go up?
the other day, BBC's bot's usually fast. It depends purely on whether or not he got rights to use it, whether or not he just outsmarted the fucking bot like I did last time,
Hmm.
stuff like that. But yeah, it looks really fucking good anyway, and I like to
It
see that
does look
with
like he's flipping random shit.
he
You
is
know,
flip
as he should be.
he is flipping random shit. But I'd like to see some old TARDISes, like Paul McGann's, which is just a fucking library. It's a
That
gothic fucking
that
library.
sounds like the coolest one.
It's really cool. Tennant's my personal favorite. Uh, Not to say there's no wrong with this one, I just don't like this era. And
Hmm.
yeah, I'd like to see a lot more of this anyway. It's still
You could do
rough.
some cool adventures, like basically you could make a horror level, or like a space station, or like you could make like a few different settings
Like,
and like have them as DLC,
yeah. Like,
and
this
it'll
isn't
take you
official, by the
randomly
way.
to one of them.
This is fan made, I believe.
Ah, so
Yeah.
not even DLC then, just release that shit.
You know what the best Doctor Who game I've ever played was?
Which one?
It wasn't even a Doctor Who game. It was a Lego game.
Oh, I think you told me before.
Yeah. It's Lego Dimensions where you get little figures. You can get a Peter Capaldi one. And
Hmm.
that is the best one because you can get in the TARDIS and fly around in the TARDIS. You can even go inside the TARDIS. And when you die as the Doctor, you don't die, you just regenerate because like you respawn anyway. It's like you don't actually fully die, but
Hmm.
you just cycle through the that point 12 regenerations, and they need to include Jodie
That's a
Whittaker as
good
well.
mechanic. Yeah, I like
It
that.
was really good. But yeah, now I'd like to see a lot more of this. Can I just
Hmm.
say on the topic of Doctor Who because I want to talk about it. This is quite big for me, I think. Anyway,
Right.
do you know what they got away with saying on air in the
What?
last episode? Just remember, this was before the watershed.
Hmm.
They got away with saying Negro on air on BBC. Like
It's
now,
not so bad.
yeah,
What's wrong with that?
it's not so bad for us, but you have to remember this is BBC where they have rules, regulations, they have
It's not like they
watersheds.
said nigger.
Yeah, I know. I think they held back
Can I
on that
say that
one.
on Twitch?
Probably not, but who cares?
We'll
Oh,
go for
my
it.
Twitch has just gone down. Um, but yeah, no. The fact they actually said that, they usually say like, we don't like colours here. It's still offensive, but it's a lot more toned down. Admittedly, they were going for an accurate representation of America, Alabama in 1955 because it was the Rosa Parks episode,
All right.
which, by the way, was a fucking good episode.
I mean,
Oh,
if I saw it, I'd probably point. There's probably going to be a lot of inaccuracies in there. Like fucking.
like, I don't expect it to be perfect, but it got to the point. It didn't sugarcoat the problems that was
No,
around then.
no, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what was it? The main plot was there was a villain who I thought was a bit shit in it. He wanted to stop Rosa Parks sitting on the bus effectively on that specific day at that specific time. It showed the
Oh,
fragility of time and all.
try and change the past.
Yep. And
Yeah.
there were three passengers down, and then there's fucking the doctor and her companions there,
Hmm.
and his Graham's like, oh, we got to get off the bus now. I don't want to be a part of this. Yeah, we've done our bit. Let's go. Time should be. It's like, and the doctor's like, there's three people less. We have to stay on this bus. It was just really sad watching them all have to sit there and watch as she got thrown into prison because she sat down on a bus.
Hmm.
It was really sad. Fucking Doctor Who's getting amazing. That's what I'm saying here. It's it's making good points of political issues without being preachy. Last series was like, this is all a metaphor for saving the trees. This is all a metaphor for the government. Now it's like, no, this is what racism is. This is what the past was like. We can make it different though, and it was not
If
preachy. It.
evocation though, rather than
It,
like it's true to the times, but that's not actually the history.
it no, it's not.
Yeah,
They're not going on adventures which are just metaphors for fucking global warming. They're. It's really good. It's not preachy, and I love it. It's not preachy. It's completely accurate. It's showing his. Anyway, enough Doctor Who. Not a Doctor Who podcast, is it? Fuck me.
I know.
Done it again.
It's all
Um.
good. You can turn it into a history podcast, Doctor Who podcast.
Yeah. Fucking my podcast. I'll do what
It's
the
a
fuck I want.
podcast. It can be about whatever, you know. Just talk. Just fucking, just fucking talk. Yeah.
Great. Good.
You just fucking talk.
What was it?
What's next on the docket?
Wait. No. Great. Good. Whovian podcast. That's what it's called now.
Oh shit! Why has he got a fucking random Dalek in the TARDIS?
I don't know why there's a Dalek in the TARDIS. I noticed the movement's a bit glidey.
What?
I know it's a Dalek, but like the Daleks usually turned.
Daleks glide.
The Daleks usually turned. Not in the fucking 70s. They didn't. They rolled around on bin wheels.
All right.
No joke. That's an actual thing. But they usually they turn their head and then move. This was just. They didn't even make a sound. So yeah, it needs a little polish around the edges, but fuck me, does it look good?
It does look good, yeah.
Like this is probably like a one-man army project thing, so I'm not going to sit there and give it the scrutiny that a AAA game would get.
No, no.
Like you have to take into consideration that this is probably just one man. If he was charging money for it, then I'd obviously give it a bit more scrutiny. By the way, this is what's fucking fueling the TARDIS.
What's it called? Like they always say, like the heart of a dying star, right?
Yep. Hey,
There
this
you go.
boy knows his shit. I can't remember the actual name though.
Fucking, why does it have to be a dying star? Isn't
Infinite
that
fuck.
when it burns coldest?
It sounds cooler.
Yeah, true. Hold on, dying star, cold or hot? Oh my god. Fucking.
I think it's because it's harnessing the energy of it going supernova.
Oh, they put dying star to cold or hot. How hot is a dying star? Are stars hot or cold? If it's blue, it's hotter. If it's orange or
Colder.
red, then it's colder.
Just on a notice of the Dalek. Watch this movement right here. Here we go. It's a bit janky.
I do see it. Yeah.
Yeah, even for a Dalek, it's a bit janky. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. Also, I think they mean they're harnessing the energy of a star going supernova because that's effectively the death of a star. You know, when it collapses
But
in.
that's not what it looks like.
Well, it's being stabilized by the TARDIS harnessing the energy, I presume.
But it looks just like a regular star. It doesn't look like it's exploding.
Don't fucking think too much into it.
Like supernovas are pretty. Why do it don't look like a star though.
Anyway,
And
we
they're
should
huge.
we should probably
Yeah.
move on because we've padded a bit of the time out there,
Oh yeah.
and I'm afraid of actually turning this into a Doctor Who podcast. Every week, man. Every week. You gotta get this every week because I literally watch it every Sunday.
It's fine, man. I'm fine with it. But
The next
just
7
know,
weeks.
I'm gonna get fucking weeby as shit if that happens. Okay. Listen. You come at me with that Doctor Who shit, yeah? I come at you with that fucking weeaboo shit. Okay.
Dude.
You like titties, boy? You like titties? You like titties? Tell me. You gonna get anime titties, okay?
Right. I know I want to search for next week though.
What?
Girls? No, not Girls on Panzer. Panzer Medal 2. It's a sequel to that game.
That sounds like Nazi shit.
No, it's a visual novel where the girls are physical representations of tanks.
All right.
And like their characteristics are based off of fucking tanks. So like, the Tiger Tank V2, which is a big German tank. She's blonde with blue eyes, got big breasts accentuate the caliber of her rounds. And she's big and clumsy and often breaks down, which was characteristics of the tank.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
Uh,
And what the mouse is like a fat chick, or
actually,
what?
there's no fat chicks in it, but usually the size of the tank is usually represented in height
Right.
and breast size. I think
What's
the
it called again?
Panzer Medal.
Panzer Medal. No, I just found a Nazi Panzer medal.
Just a second. P-A-Z-A
That's all
Panzer.
I found, my dude.
Fuck's sake.
It's got,
M-A-D-A.
it's got big old swastika on it.
Fucking, why'd you put that on the screen, man? You gotta get this thrown off the air. There you
It's
go.
fine. Part of the podcast charm, I've decided, is always being on the edge, you know? Always being on the edge of being banned, that is, not on the edge of like being edgy. I mean, like literally we're gonna get banned any second.
Well, I sent it to you on Steam anyways. Have a look at those female tanks.
I'll have a oh, I did type in the right thing, but just whoa, that looks like it's Western trying to be anime.
Leave Avatar alone.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Legend of Korra. Anyway, right. So yes, on to today's topic, the thing that I've been hyping up all fucking day, okay?
Right.
There'll be more of it later.
Go
Oh,
on.
I was winding you up then, but didn't say the bait. Because I was saying there'll be more on that later, all through the podcast. Now get up to Mike, there'll be more later though.
Oh.
Fucking
No, I
wow,
didn't
okay.
clock that.
Anyway,
Okay.
right, so advertisements in games. Okay. We all hate them, but why can't they be done in a way that makes the game more realistic? Meme review. No. It's always, as you say, there's pop-ups that you get on fucking servers that play fucking the Venom trailer stupidly fucking loud. And you can't fucking close them out. And you start going, yeah, I know you're fucking Venom, fuck off.
First, we will eat your eyes, and then we will eat your legs, and then your brain, and then your pancreas.
Why do you sound Russian? Just ends with, if he lives, he lives.
Das Vidania, Spider-Man. We will eat your pancreas.
If he lives, he... Oh, no, you can't say Spider-Man, because in that universe,
There's no Spider-Man.
no Spider-Man.
Das Vidania Carnage.
Carnage wasn't even in it. I was pissed. It was some
No?
other one called Rage.
Was Cletus in it?
I think they teased him at the end so they can sit there and go, oh, sequel.
Alright.
If they do make a sequel, I hope it's good. Because I heard some bad things about him. That's quite upsetting. But I'm going to go and see it anyway because Venom.
I'm gonna see it like maybe tomorrow or something.
Same, man, same. Anyway, right. So, advertising games. So, often you make games and often you have fucking billboards in there to make it fleshed out, and often you have to make up your own assets for it to make made up fucking. Why don't you just take fucking Lynx spray or fucking Colgate toothpaste or fucking not sponsored by the way, just random things I'm plucking out my fucking head here, and stick that in there? Why don't you do what billboards do and rent out ad space on these bill? You sit there and go, right, so we've got, I don't know, like have a fucking thing that says like ad 1, ad 2, ad 3, and like you could throw like, oh, that billboard's ad 1, that billboard. So like as you go around, you'll see like 3 different types of ads, but it'll be like spread across, sort of thing, or maybe more. Like depend on how much money they spend on it for the exposure in the game and that sort of thing. That'll be like real life in a game, and it'll be fucking amazing. You fucking, what the fuck have you done?
It's the flag of anarcho-capitalism. That's what this sounds like to me. Sorry.
Fucking amateurs, man.
That's what it sounds like to me, man. Like, fucking, it's a bit much. But go on.
Right.
Go on.
The idea is basically people want money, obviously. Why don't they do it in a fucking way that makes the game more realistic? This could, and it won't, I know that for a fact, but this could reduce the necessity for microtransactions, for loot boxes, because I know it won't, but it could potentially. Like, I know
Yeah,
EA exists, and EA have actually done this in a game that I thought amazingly did it.
yeah.
Burnout Paradise. Problem is, they never updated the ad, so it's the same ad forever. Why don't you just, yeah? Why don't you just sit there and go? And they could do it over all these games. Like, obviously, have the advert linked up to a server as the advert. So like, billboard ad 1, and have that ad pasted across fucking um FIFA, across fucking, I want to say Fallout, but that's not them. Uh, Other EA games, just insert random EA game. So if a game has a billboard, that advert will be appeared in that on that billboard, and that way you can literally go, right, well, you've paid to have your advert thrown amongst a load of our games. And obviously, it's not just like you're paying specifically to go on Burnout Paradise. You're paying to be on a load of fucking EA games with that fucking billboard mechanic in. And that way they can actually keep reselling it. So it's like, oh, you've rented this billboard for 3 months. After that, after fucking Venom's come out, then you can then we'll re-advertise it for something
They
else.
could stand to make a lot of fucking money off of something like that.
And
Like
yeah,
Beyond, you said Beyond Good and Evil, did you or
I did
not?
not say Beyond Good and Evil.
Okay, I don't know why I got that in my head, but
It's all right.
that there was a big statue in Beyond Good and Evil. They could just put a big old fucking poster on that statue.
Well,
Do you see like some
the
gameplay
the
of Beyond Good and Evil? Like the amount of scale that has? Imagine the size of the poster you could put.
well, the crux of the argument is it will be done realistically and immersively. So obviously, one of my favorite mods in Left 4 Dead 2, which was actually what prompted it, is the Nicolas Cage movie mod for bus stations. It just
Mhm.
cycles, fucking, and it's only in one campaign actually, weirdly enough, but it just cycles through Nicolas Cage movies posters, and I thought that was fucking hilarious. But it was also great to sit there and go, "Oh, Con Air, I've seen that." Yeah, it's just sat there. It's nice to have that interaction, that real world connection with the game that you're playing.
Mm.
And it's like, oh, they can advertise fucking the next Disney movie on there. You know, you don't always have to be paid promotion that doesn't make sense. Like you can dress up as fucking Darth Vader in The Sims. Why would your sim walk around day to day life dressed as fucking Darth Vader? I know it's cool, but let's be honest, it would have been less work for the bastards if they had a billboard.
They should have gotten him to dress up as John Wick. That'd be more like real world. That
Oh,
would fit in with The Sims more.
oh my fucking god. John Wick in fucking Fortnite. Ah. John Wick in fucking Payday. I want to end my life, not just this podcast. But you get in the, and I know you were saying earlier, we was talking about this earlier. You were saying about they would get a
Yeah, it's a
lot.
huge privacy issue. If you basically are you're paying companies to be able to give them advertising data based just on you, you know.
Oh, who's to say it's advertising data? It was, you know,
Well, if you got ads in your game, then they're gonna go
yeah,
mine for
yeah.
advertising data at the same time,
But it don't even have
just
to
to
be.
make that extra little bit of money.
It don't even have to be. I'd prefer it personally if they didn't personalize the adverts and it was just a blank. Because you don't walk down the street and see a billboard for something you personally want, do you? You're just gonna see what.
No,
You're just gonna
but
see.
you'd make more money if you could do that.
I know. But I'm just. It's the whole crux of this is basically do advertising in a realistic way,
Mm,
in a way that would like invest in the world as it is, sort of thing.
mm. But
And
at the same time, it'd be more agreeable if the advertisement wasn't like, let's say you're fine with controversial advertising, but some people aren't.
yeah,
Instead of just having the one billboard, have a targeted one. that's targeted to who you are as a person. People are more likely to
Well, would you get
click
would you
on
get
the billboard. I don't know what the equivalent would be.
no, they won't click on it. They'll just go, "Oh, that's the thing that exists." It would act as real life advertising, but in a video game. That's the
Yeah.
idea. You know, it's meant to be. It's meant to immerse you in the world. Because if you have personalized ads in it, which I know they will do, but I'm just speaking hypothetically, you're getting an internet experience in a game that's meant to invest you in a world that's meant to be realistic. Now,
Mm.
say if it was Cyberpunk, the latest Cyberpunk game, that makes sense because you could just sit there and mumbo jumbo some fucking thing about how like your eyes detect a billboard and automatically hooks up with your neurons in your brain and chooses to place an advert
They
specifically.
already got that in the new Cyberpunk game.
Yeah.
Not with real adverts, obviously.
Oh
But,
yeah,
they
but
have targeted advertising to your player character.
that would be
I
cool.
don't know why I did that with that. They have targeted advertising to
But
your player character.
a way that would be immersive. I don't know. A game where you get a nice, good first-person view of newspapers. You'd have like adverts in there.
Mm.
Again, you would have to. I think you would have to be targeted to a little bit because it would be a bit shit if you got a advert for local barber in Alabama and you live in France.
Yeah.
Oh, just pop down to my local Alabama fucking barber.
But then again, what local Alabama barber is going to be able to
Yeah, exactly.
afford buying a billboard like that?
That is
If you
very
for
true.
shit like use Bing.
Ha! 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 Ha!
So yeah, is
No,
that your topic then?
that's my topic. Yeah. So you can
Actually,
see
should we go into like a little bit of a break? I'd like to eat my Tesco ham sandwich. It's
Tesco's is horse.
it's it's ham made from the mighty horse. Yeah, it's
What the fuck is with us doing fake product placements throughout this podcast?
Would you like a reduced ham sandwich? You know, Tesco's, they always reduce their sandwiches because they smell a little bit off. But that's fine. There's more savings. You know, that's why mums go to Tesco's. You know, that's So yeah, Tesco's. You wanna hire me?
You
you wanna get
fucked
in a
up.
little bit
You
of
fucked up
chicken
3
shit?
advertising campaigns there. You got
Hey,
fucking the Asda price where she slaps her ass. You got that's why mums go to Iceland, and then you just fucking slapped the Tesco's name on.
Tesco's, where the bread is white, but the guys behind the counter aren't. Only the crassest of humor on the GGWP Podcast, by the way. So
What is it? But this is a very advertiser fucking heavy episode. I think we're gonna have to go with a different.
we have to name some about it like that. This does smell a little bit of perfume. You know, that's what you get when you're paying 70p on the pound. Tesco's, where there's no butter in your sandwich,
Just cancer.
just carcinogens that come from the pigs from eating all the oil.
Oh.
By that I mean the cyanide pills that they give the pigs instead of slitting their throats. Welcome to Tesco's.
Theo Cassius, which she did confirm was a typo. It was meant to be Theo Cassius, but it's mistyped as Theo Cassius.
Oh.
Yeah, you were correct. You mentioned that on my
Hello,
previous
Mr.
stream.
Theo Cassius.
She's a lady.
Oh.
You just
Hello,
assume their
Theo
gender, you
Cassius.
dick. Yeah, she said she's sold.
Well, enjoy your strychnine written Tesco's ham sandwich. No ham, no butter, no nothing. It's barely bread as well. It's kind of like
We just shit in the box.
substance. Okay.
Oh my god, do you imagine it to be like that fucking episode of SpongeBob where they industrialize it? It's just fucking goo that gets pushed down into a fucking Krabby Patty. Yeah, well, instead of goo, it's just fucking shit. Shit on a conveyor belt and just press it into a fucking sandwich and sell it to your ass.
God damn. Would it not have killed you to put butter on a sandwich? You fucks.
You can't shit butter, Andy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There is butter on it.
That is
It's so hard to see.
so thin.
It's so
Fucking,
thin.
that is so
I didn't
thin.
know
It's
it was
making me
possible
look
that it
fat.
wasn't thin.
That is so thin. It's making me look fat.
Video games, everybody.
What? Oh yeah, there's a video game podcast. I thought it was
Yeah.
somewhere. I don't know, the history podcast, Doctor Who
Yeah,
podcast,
religion podcast.
or religion podcast, like fucking
Podcast.
podcast. Yeah, we're a prod rock band that
Artificial
podcasts.
intelligence podcast.
Oh yeah, we've thrown
we're everywhere.
Hey! Artificial intelligence is relevant. Games
Hmm.
view AI.
History is relevant.
Yeah, to nerds.
You're a nerd.
Shut up. Anyway, shall we go on to the break? And
Yeah, we should go on to the break.
because I need a piss right now.
Yeah.
All right, in a bizzle, my nizzle.
This break was brought to you by Twix.
I fucking hate you.
If you're in a fix, get yourself a Twix. It's a chocolatey treat.
You're actually gonna get a fucking email that says, "Fuck, why don't we think of that? Can we buy it off you?" And you'll be like, "But I didn't copyright it." Like, oh shit,
Shit.
you're lost, boy.
Quick, copyright Twix. Copyright specific Twix logo slogan.
There you go. Twix, if you're in a fix, eat a Twix. Can we just put that as a podcast name? Then they
Yeah.
have to buy it off us.
Yep. We're holding it hostage, Twix.
Twix, if you're in a
Wait,
fix,
who
eat
even
it.
makes Twix?
The gays, Alex Jones.
Alex Jones makes Twix.
Anyway, I need a piss now, so let's go. And we're back. I need to stop doing that. I need to stop holding
I honestly
notes.
thought you were gonna go back into like the Lion King thing. You know.
Yeah, we're back on our podcast. Oh, 2 seconds. Keep him company. Keep him warm.
Podcast. I'll keep everybody warm. How you doing? How you doing, little mama? I'll keep you nice and warm, okay?
It looks like you just you look like you were just staring at the screen like, oh, what do I do?
That was me trying to be sexy. So yeah.
I can smile. Got a good one as well.
What?
And you ever seen Bottom?
No.
Oh, it's funny. He sits there and goes, I could do a smile. Got a good one as well. He just goes. I showed my friend flatmate who's from Malaysia. He's only been here like, what was it? He'd only been in Britain for as long as he's been in this house, effectively, plus 1 week.
Mhm.
He was couch surfing in Britain for a week, and he'd never seen Bottom, and he fucking loved it. Oh my god, the scene where he's
I think you told me like last week, yeah.
oh, it's so fun. Oh shit, have I told this story? Fuck.
I don't think on the podcast, just to me.
Ah, right. Well, it was fucking funny to listen to his reaction. I even tweeted about it. Anywho,
Mm.
right, so question time for anyone who's actually still listening. You know who you
Go on.
are.
What's the question?
Well,
read it out.
no, question time is just questions. We didn't actually pose a question last week.
Oh no.
No.
See, I'm a week behind. I thought it was that favorite video game series, but I realize now that we already did that.
We already did that, yeah. I'm gonna post this week's question for next week to you right now. There we go. Do you want to read it out, my boy? Skip Jim Milano. Of course, it's on
Favorite
Steam.
armor in video games.
That is the question for next week. So not this week. That'll be next week's question. So.
Do you want me to make up a question right now?
No, that is next week's question.
No, do you want me to make up a question for this week?
Oh no, we'll just leave it. We'll just talk to each other.
Okay.
That was good.
Because I got one.
Yeah.
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 If you could be a video game character, Who'd you be?
Do they have to be a playable character?
Let's go with yes.
Ah, shit. Um. Shit. Yeah, I can't think of a game where he plays Hitler.
Hard to Vine 4.
Hitler. Oh,
That's a pretty shitty character to play.
I'm just taking the piss here, Skip to Milado. I need to stop saying that. Um. Did you ever watch Blackadder?
Yes.
You know who Lord Flashheart is then?
I can't remember now.
You gotta treat your plane like you treat your woman. Get inside her 2-3 times a day and take her to heaven and back. Woof!
I don't think I ever watched. That's the 4th season, right? When it's in World War II.
Yeah,
Was
that's
it
the
1? It was trench warfare, so it must have been 1, right?
Yeah, it was
Or-
World War One. Then what was it? There was one where he walks in and goes, "Flash by heart, flash by name, and flash by heart." It was basically an innuendo. It's great. Yeah. What was I saying? I don't
You'd
actually
be
know.
Hitler.
Oh, ironically enough, those both harken back to Bottom because Rick Mail, the guy who played Lord Flashheart, was also in Bottom, but also he was a voice actor in a game.
Which game?
Ooh, Hogs of War for PS1.
I've heard of that.
I think the tagline's like pig on a grill. It wouldn't surprise me if it was.
Hogs of War, turn-based tactics video game developed by Infogrames. All right.
It was Worms 3D before Worms did 3D.
Huh. What kind of lines did he do then?
Most of them. He was the voiceover.
Oh, like it had a narrator throughout the
Yeah.
fight or something. Yeah, all right.
Well, not throughout the fight, like the campaign. Like he
Okay.
talks you through the tutorial and everything. It's great. But also, in Bottom, there's a character called Eddie whose surname is Hitler.
Right.
I'm just linking that because Hitler and Hitler. That's what I want to.
That's a few degrees of separation.
Few degrees, but not too far unless you're going light years.
All right.
I will give you a proper answer at some point.
Nope. We're taking it. That means you could shoot yourself in the head later.
Hey, I was going to make a comment, but that'd be like tasteless.
Go on then. We're all about tasteless. I've already made a few tasteless comments.
Hey. I'm alright offending other people, but not my missus.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't offend her. I just don't think she'll be happy with me saying it.
I'd be Steve from Minecraft. What an easy life that'd be.
Actually, you not only are you Steve, but you also live their life within the game.
Yeah, you'd be the character, wouldn't you?
Can I change my thing then?
Go on, then change your thing.
Because I wouldn't mind being Hitler if I was Hitler today and not Hitler back in the game of Hearts of Iron.
If you were Hitler today, you'd be put on trial. Like that'd be a very short life.
Yeah, but
They'd
I'd also
probably
be
bring back the death penalty for you.
I'd also be an insect superstar.
How?
Haven't you seen that? There's a movie where Hitler comes
the
back.
German comedy thing.
Hitler comes back from the past and he ends up becoming like a Twitter
I
superstar.
watched like 10 minutes of it. It's boring. I didn't like it.
Ah, fair play. But no, that's what I was referencing.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Give me a minute. I'll think of some. See, I won't mind an easy life because although I'd like to sit there and go, I'll be Commander Shepard, I'd fly through space, get some of that alien booty, and
I mean, you
save
could do it if you were Commander Shepard.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not physically fit and I'm lazy as fuck.
Yeah, but you'd be Commander Shepard, who is physically fit and psychic.
Well,
depends
if you're my Commander Shepard, who is physically shit. My Commander Shepard's just shit. Who would I play as? Shit, I'd probably be Dante.
Yeah, he's basically invincible.
Yeah, he's a good choice.
Cutscene Dante or video game Dante? Because like you're nowhere near invincible in gameplay, but like fucking in the cutscenes, he gets stabbed through the chest and shit, and he doesn't give a fuck, does he?
Yeah, but I'd have to, is there any competition there? Like, cutscene Dante is infinitely better than gameplay Dante.
Yeah.
Like, the only reason he's so shit is because we're offering the illusion of control to the player.
In Devil May Cry 4, gameplay Dante is way faster than cutscene Dante. If you're good.
If you're good.
If you're
I'd
good.
still go with cutscene Dante.
If you fucking hold your controller like this kind of thing, you know, the
What?
crab fingers, and
Have-
you gotta switch the styles and play like that.
Have the same kind of grip on the controller as the lead singer of Dragon Force has on his guitar when doing the solos.
Yeah, exactly. Because like to stay in the air. Okay. So you gotta sword master, do the sword master skill, then stay in the air. You gotta air hike, so that's another jump with A. Turn to fucking trickster, jump through as trickster, like zip around a bit, do some more of the combo with Y, then fucking maybe shoot them a little bit, then trickster a bit more, then fucking sword master, then air hike. You gotta do it all at the same time and all super fast. That's why they go like this.
God damn it.
Style switching killed Devil May Cry. Style switching made Devil May Cry the best game ever.
My God.
I love you, style switching. You're the worst.
I'm gonna open up my dip again. I want more of this spicy ass dip.
Crunch.
I've been eating nachos for most of this.
Crunch.
Haha, gay. Can't hear me. I hope.
No, this time I can for some reason. It's all good.
Oh well, according to the stream, I can't hear it. They can't hear it.
Oh, okay, that's good. They can't hit shit.
Meanwhile, you're just like, what? Please go away. Stop it. Oh my God.
No,
I
it's
hate.
all good. It's ASMR, you know. It's
I
giving me a little bit of a stiffy.
quite
People
regret
like that
having
shit.
the chat on the side.
Why? Oh, because it's empty.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, man. Right. Finish a podcast.
Actually, we got one little thing left before we finish the podcast.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it myself. Shall we do it? I gotta find it. It's the open letter, everybody. It's the open letter.
It's Andy with his open letters. He writes to the developers. Why did that rhyme so well?
I don't know.
That shouldn't have rhymed as well as it did.
Right. So, okay. I had a musical accompaniment with my open letter, but I don't know if I'm gonna find it without being horribly embarrassed with the oh shit, fuck off, with the advertisements coming up. So we'll see if I could do it or not later. Dear Notch, because this letter is to Marcus Pearson, okay? Dear Notch, well done. Let's just clap him. Let's just give him a little bit of a round of applause, yeah? Well done. Yeah? Good show.
Congratulations.
You amazing fuck, okay? You literally did a Dr. Evil, yeah? And you sold out your autism software to the Silicon Virgin himself, okay? Selling Minecraft to Microsoft for $2.5 billion and being worth, as a result of it, $1.5 billion is straight up fuck you money, okay? And I respect you for it, okay? If I had that kind of money, I'd sit on Twitter and completely destroy people online as well, you know? Some of the shit that you said on Twitter has absolutely been the greatest shit ever. and I'd like to uh, to read out with an accompaniment some of the. Oh, my phone isn't reading my fingerprints.
Right. I'm just gonna switch over to the old. I'm not reading this shit. I'm
Oh, I'm
cleaning.
reading this shit.
I'm cleaning my hands completely of this, but I will show it on screen.
Over the next 24 lectures, we'll
Yep.
repeatedly come back
It's
to the
exactly as I said. It's exactly as I said. Okay. Shall we shall we?
If you want me to play the song in the background, I can do that.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, carry on.
It's
Too late now.
fine. Quality has never been a staple of the podcast.
As much as I try for it to be a staple.
Marcus says, "And how have I been sexist?" And the woman explains, "It's cunt is a gendered insult." To which he goes, "Oh, I see. Thanks, cunt."
Can we just
Creator of Minecraft, people. It's fucking crazy how someone that made Minecraft the most like for everyone game, you know, could start talking like this as soon as he's done with it, you know? I just think it's amazing.
To be fair, there was
So, yeah.
there was signs that he was just slowly breaking when he was in when he was part of Mojang, weren't there?
I didn't see them. No, tell me about this. I'm
That
interested.
I can't remember them off the top of my head, but there's times where he would slowly start letting things slip, and he was just like he'd just twitch and shit, and he's just like he just wants to be angry, but he's like he can't, and now he's just letting it all out like bottled. It's like this is political like. That's the camera's flipped. So yeah, this is like him. So should be the left side theoretically. That's just him, sitting around there, and then soon, like the pressure builds up, and then as soon as he leaves fucking Mojang, full right wing. Like he's surpassed David Cameron here.
It's just how we do. To be fair, I don't think he's ever actually talked about politics. I don't think he actually is right wing. He's just unapologetically.
He just destroys lefties.
I don't think even just lefties, just people who fucking. I don't think it's to do with people being left wing. It's more to do with just. I can say what I like. As I said, he got fuck you money. You know, he can do whatever he wants. He doesn't care about any kind of fallout from being.
Just let me read this properly anyway.
Mhm.
Cunt is a super gendered. Super gendered. Not only is it a gendered insult, it is a super gendered insult. Okay.
Mhm.
Like you wasted precious characters there. Like for me, who suffers with fucking overgoing the fucking character limit. Like I just keep typing. Then when I stop typing, I delete words that I don't need. I even delete commas, and I fucking love commas. I don't care if I use them incorrectly. Fuck off. Anyway, so it's a super gendered insult. I mean, again, precious characters there. In a way that Dick can never be. In a way that Dick can never be. I mean, I don't get what this whole thing is where any name you can come up with for the vagina is hideous and ranted. I think the only difference is I could be wrong, but feel free to correct me in the comments, I guess. Twitter me this. I'm up for debate.
Send us an email.
No, mate. Personally, at DemonLead629 on Twitter.
Oh shit.
Yep. I would like to openly debate this, but anyway, I think it's because men are a lot more comfortable saying things like dick, penis, shaft, staff. I don't know. I can't think of any more words for dick. Whereas women, they come up with other words. So like cunt, don't like it. Vagina sounds too vulgar and clinical. Okay, I can get that. But they come up with flower, and then one woman just turns around and goes, "It's an axe wound." Fucking, she made me laugh. I can't remember what it was, but like all these women just like naming what they call their vagina, and just one woman's like axe wound. I mean,
There'd be a lot of women out there who'd hate the term axe wound as well, though. You know, I think it's a very each to their own kind of thing.
But
on average, I don't think women like to take criticism as much or being made fun of
it
as
was a
much.
woman that said it actually, and she just made me
I
laugh.
said on average. I said
Yeah,
on
yeah,
average.
no, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I just wanted to specify that it was a woman that said it. But no, I think it's just primarily they don't like the terms that are used to describe vagina. Me personally, I love the word cunt. Not
It's
as
a punchy word.
it is. It's not a word. It's a very like a lot of people don't like it, and that's why I like it. It's vile. It's punchy. Cunt.
You're a man after my own heart, Connor.
Ah,
A
I know.
man after my own heart.
I watched a Twitch streamer of a Aussie gamer, not the Aussie gamer, but an Aussie gamer.
All right.
And after 10 minutes of listening to that, I found myself saying the word cunt at least 120% more than I would have before.
If you were in America, though, you could never say that. You know.
Yeah, well, fuck America.
In the UK, it's kinda. In Australia, it's like super common, isn't it?
Oh, here's a story that the guy whose podcast I'm on, who's doing the
Mhm.
voice lines. To be fair, I said I was going to rip him this CD as well, but I ain't got around to it, so I can't point fingers. I'm equally as bad. But
Mhm.
he has an Aussie co-host that he discords. Not just I don't know how he does it, but he gets them on the radio every week on Wednesday, Siren Radio FM. You can view it online. But yeah, I've just realised I could get rid of this now. Just realised that's on screen.
That's what you've been doing now, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, his Aussie host. He came on and his first episode there, he said bollocks
Mhm.
because he didn't know that was a swear because he was so used to it.
And like, was he reprimanded for it or something?
He did get a little slap on the wrist, but he just explained and it was like, okay, just don't do it again, sort of thing. He hasn't done it since.
With bollocks.
Yeah,
Mm.
well, it's radio. That's what I say. You have to.
Still.
That's why I was so amazed that BBC got away with saying Negro on BBC before the Watershed. You can say what the fuck you want after Watershed, but before it, whew, and a kid show nonetheless. Still, I think it was admirable that they did it in that manner. It's not like they're going around just shouting N-word at random people. Like
Yeah.
Doctor walks out of TARDIS, what up, my nigga? Yeah, it wasn't that.
It would have made the period more appropriate though, wouldn't it?
It did. Woman comes up and goes, "We don't serve Negroes in here." It was like, ooh, that was.
does make sense. But if someone's like angry at a black person, a white person back then would definitely just say nigger out of nowhere. You know, well, not
Man!
out of nowhere.
But oh yeah, that's why I had it on screen. I was still showing I was still going through it.
Mm.
Anyway, so moving on. Due to many factors like historical oppression / dehumanization, is that
I don't
why?
think women have been oppressed. I don't think they've been dehumanized. I think people like to just throw words out there without knowing what they really mean.
Well, cunt is a super. So, would you say cunt specifically is used? Oh god, fuck, mate. Fuck video games? We talk about video games sometimes here.
No, it's fine. It's tangentially related. Let's go.
Would you say, and please feel free to chime in on this. Like this is a dialogue. We don't want it to just be us talking to you.
No.
Obviously, it requires viewers to actually have anyone listening, but still, would you say cunt is a word that you'd associate with the oppression of women? So don't get me wrong, women have been oppressed, even to an extent dehumanized. I can justify that to an extent. I'm not going to sit there and say all women were dehumanized, but here's what I'm saying. Was cunt, when you sit there and look in the past and think, oh, here's oppression of women, would you sit there and go, oh yeah, yeah, just see a man going, get here, you cunt? You wouldn't get that, would you?
No. More like darling. Or like Twix.
Darling.
or something like that, you know, or girly.
See,
I can make that.
bitch would have been a more effective one. Bitch is
Yeah,
a term
bitch.
that's used more when a strong man is oppressing a woman from the era. Not
Yeah.
cunt. Like, I think she's just trying to defend the fact that she just doesn't like the sound of the word cunt. And a lot of people don't get me wrong. But
It is a bit hard on the ears when I first started hearing it, you know.
yeah, it just annoys me that I feel that she's not making up, but inflating the truth
Oh,
so much.
blowing out of proportion is what these people do best.
Um,
They love to do it because then they could look so helpless and like that person's so evil. In fact, I'll send you another picture of someone who does that and tries to turn it around on Notch himself to try and get money out of him.
um,
Because it's all for points, you know? It's all for pity points. I'm not saying that there aren't, what's the word?
people are oppressed.
True, that's the spirit of what I was trying to say, but I'm not saying, yeah, okay, yeah. I'm not saying there aren't people who are oppressed legitimately, or people who haven't had horrible things to them said online. If you go through something like what I just linked to you, the fucking, the girl's just like, oh, you're just on Twitter all the time, and like, I'm more productive than you, even though I'm a trans person, and not just like, good job. And she's like, send me money on my PayPal now, otherwise you hate indie devs and
What?
yeah, you hate indie devs and trans people.
Well, let's
That's
read.
the gist of it.
Let's read this.
Read it.
Right,
Read it.
I want to be the stand to before people sit there and say, "Oh, we're just beating up left wing at this point." Like, I still see myself
It
as
does
left.
kind of feel like that. I do want to be unbiased, you know.
Yeah, so you've just posed your view. Obviously, you have context behind it, why you believe all this. But
uh,
I'm very fresh faced to this. So I want to be the stand to reason here.
mm,
What is it? I sometimes wonder if Minecraft didn't create more content because they rely so heavily on mods and communities to drive sales. Well,
that's a valid opinion. Yeah. Sorry. Go on.
it is a valid opinion, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't sit there and say it's correct. I feel the creativity is what drives it. The mods is
Oh,
just
yeah.
what extends the life.
Yeah.
Like no one, I was going to say that, but then I realized I did this. But I was going to say no one buys Skyrim to mod it, but then I realized I did.
I did as well.
No one. Okay, modding on
The
Minecraft.
vast majority of people didn't buy Skyrim to mod it. I didn't originally buy Skyrim on the. Sorry, I didn't buy Skyrim at all.
Neither did
I
I, to be
didn't
fair. I got gifted it.
play Skyrim on the Xbox to mod it, and I played the shit out of Skyrim on the Xbox.
To be fair, I think round about the Yogscast era, a lot of people would have got it to get tech it pack and all that. People that were probably sat on the fence then probably got it for tech it and shit like that. But modding
I
it isn't that easy, and therefore people who buy it to just mod it,
it's a smaller crowd than those who would have just bought it to play Minecraft. I
exactly.
think.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
just a boost of numbers, not the lion's share.
Mr. Notch replies with, "Well, to be fair, it's sold on more platforms where modding is impossible than it has on PC, Mac, and Linux." At Notch, lol. Okay, okay. I just realised that this segment has brought us up to the 2 hour 30 minute mark, the bit that we was
It's
trying
all
to
good.
avoid.
It's all
Oh
good.
well. Video of
This will be the last thing, and then we'll sign off. Yeah.
a video of Amber saying, "Dude, you have $2 billion. Get the fuck off Twitter and go make some more video games. Seriously, way ahead of you. I have Sublime Text, PaintNet, and about 10 tabs of documents open right now." You know what? Not you made Notch sound like some sort of right wing leftist destroyer. But no,
Only because I like to exaggerate in the open letter, like
he sounds quite
he's
reasonable in
very
my
reasonable.
opinion.
Yeah. He
Like
just wants to say what he wants to say.
I'm waiting for him to absolutely destroy someone.
He's not gonna.
Okay. At Notch, friend, I made more games in the past year while 100k in depth than you have in your whole wealth, influence, and power. Okay.
How many of those have been a hit? No, sorry, go on.
Well, that's the thing. He made a hit.
He didn't have to make games all the time, you know?
He didn't sit there and go, "Oh, I'm making the next big thing." This is a person who's actually sat there going, "Oh, I'm making I'm trying to make money off of games." You know, not to be fair, didn't because he didn't expect to make money because of where he was and you know, indie developers at the time and all that jazz.
Mm.
You have enough spare money to fund every single one of my experimental indie dev friends for a decade. Great job, keep it up.
Trust in me.
Here you are defending your ego on Twitter. Fuck off. Holy shit. At Notch, fuck you. At Notch, seriously, dude, you could blink and take care of me and a bunch of my marginalized, forgotten Indians for years to come. Yet you're being a cunt. Holy shit. I feel this is on should be on one of those like r/insert random Reddit friend videos. Oh my god. My PayPal is blank. I'm marginalized oh my fucking god. I
Yeah,
see it now. There it is. There it
that's
is.
the pity points. That's the pity points.
Oh my god. And think you owe me representation for having to for having slain me my fucking god, this person went full White Knight.
Yeah.
Let me
Oh,
just say it in the White Knight voice. I am marginalized trans developer, and I think you owe me representations for having me slain this morn. I can literally feel the person tipping their fedora and saying "milady." Notch invented that fucking meme, yet this person's wailing it back at them.
and the final bit, actually, he does destroy her.
I did that by congratulating you on your productive year. Boom. Do 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 boom.
No response.
Just just
I wonder if that Twitter is still up. Let's go take a look. X Amber Cole X. It's still up. Hold on, it disappeared.
it's there. Now it isn't.
It was there when I was trying to. It's because not Amber Cole, it's Amber Collier. No, it isn't.
No, it's Amber Cole X.
Okay, yeah, no, it's gone. Deleted. Destroyed.
That's why I don't get into rants with people on Twitter. And to be fair, all I use is for Twitter is an echo chamber, and maybe hope that someone listens to what I have to say.
Hey, don't be like that.
Yeah, well, I can say what the fuck I want on my Twitter, really. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't intend to piss
Unless
people off.
Teresa has anything to say about it.
Ah,
More
good old
political
Tizza, mate.
jokes.
Wait,
More political jokes.
are people who? Oh, here we go. Theo Casius. I feel people. I'm going to say that, and it's going to annoy you. It's going to be great. I feel people who use issues such as sexuality, sexism, and so on to wiggle out of arguments or get pity give people who support things a bad name. We are not right wing. We are not offensive. It's right there. That is exactly what I feel.
Exactly. Same. Exactly the same.
Like, I support.
Well, I'm right wing, but
Dude, pull up a chair because I think I might be coming over. The regressive left, man. That's all I have to say. I don't know. I still want to say that I sit around the Lib Dem sort of area. Not in terms of political views, not in terms of actually supporting them because they don't mean shit. But as I started watching Paul Joseph Watson, I'm actually starting to sort of scudge over a little bit.
you might want to get off of that.
What, Paul Joseph Watson?
You know who he is, right?
Yeah. Well, a bit, I guess.
Who he works for.
InfoWars. Yeah, but
Okay.
he doesn't sit there and shout, the water's turning the frogs gay like Alex Jones
Oh
does.
no, but he does believe crazier things.
Well, what I've heard is quite reasonable. I don't believe everything he says, but
Okay.
obviously, I'll
He
listen.
did try and say once that Hillary Clinton was a hologram.
That man. Why reprimand him? I feel that is
He's
amazing.
British Alex Jones. Most of the times, oh yeah, he's not saying something that. And then one time in a million, he'll just fucking hit you with that crazy shit, you know?
Oh, he's actually British then.
Yeah, he's British.
Huh.
I think so. I think he lives in America, but I think he's British. Paul Joseph.
I had a feeling that was the case. I
Watson.
just needed confirmation.
Yeah, he's an English YouTube personality and conspiracy theorist. That's what it says on his Wikipedia.
My fucking god, I love that. But no, he has
yeah.
said some stuff, mainly on immigration, that I have to sit behind and agree with. Like, a lot of people just sit there and go, you sit there and go, oh, we're thinking of the British people, in terms of we have to spread out these resources, we have to spread out the space. We're on a fucking island, might I add. And then people just turn around and go, you're a fucking racist.
Yeah. But, everything he says, pinch of salt. Okay.
Obviously, I go in with my own political opinions. I still feel I'm a left wing. But I'd also feel, and this is why I started watching them actually, to have a perfect government, you need not only left, but you also need right. You need views from both angles.
And we do-ish.
Well, I always feel that governments are extreme what they stand for. So left is a left wing, and right is a right wing. So having a coalition would be great, and as a person, understanding not only your argument, but their argument instead of shouting racist is fucking a good way to go about it. If you were sat there shouting racist at everything, you're not helping the argument. You're actually funding. You're going to turn into Sweden. I'm sorry. I think Sweden's a beautiful country, but it's not the Swedes' country anymore.
Fucking based.
It's not. They're so left wing that if you're white and if you're,
I didn't expect this from you, Connor.
they're so fucking left wing. It actually offends me. They're so fucking left wing that if you were to pose a legitimate crime against someone of a foreign ethnicity, you will get put in prison for hate speech.
Same with this country. Same with Germany.
Peterborough. That's all I'm going to say. And
Spalding. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't know about Spalding, but we should probably keep that off the air.
It's worse. It's worse.
Probably keep that off air. But good God. Just because you're foreign does not mean you're exempt from the law. And a lot of them are doing that, especially these people that come over and say that they're coming over as child refugees with fucking beards this big.
Yeah.
It's like, how old are you again? 12. 12, yes. How old are your kids, by the way? 14, 15, yes.
Wait, did you hear this from Paul Joseph Watson? Because I think I did as well.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you how InfoWars operates. Let's talk about the frogs gay thing.
There was actual fucking news articles, though.
Okay, but there was actual fucking news articles about the frogs gay thing. That's the way they operate. They see this story, yeah. They go, this chemical plant is putting chemicals in the water, and those chemicals are turning the frogs hermaphroditic, yeah. They're making them change gender. They take that and they blow it out of proportion to where it's a government program to turn the frogs gay. Now there's a government oversight and a man who's way too old to be seen as a kid because he has no identification. They just go, fuck it, let him in anyway because they're pretty lax on that kind of thing. They shouldn't be, but then they blow it out of proportion and say they're just letting in people by the boatload and like a billion, big bushy bearded. That's how Infowars operates.
Obviously, no, it's not that extreme.
I-
Obviously, Grimsby wouldn't look as white as it does if that was the case.
No, yeah,
But
no, but
he did
it's
fuck.
bad.
He
But
did
it's not Infowars bad.
he did rip into fucking a load of authors and shit.
Who? Paul?
Yeah,
Oh,
like J.K. Rowling that was sat there going, "Oh, I would house all these people," and it's like, "Oh
very
yes,
awesome.
it's like what is it? A tweet by J.K. Rowling. It's like, "Oh yes, here's your 10 acres of fucking land. How many people have you housed? Zero." The only one that actually has a legitimate argument is Benedict Cumberbatch, because he does have a child and he has to safeguard his own first,
Hmm.
which is what the country's doing. But if you put that on a large enough scale, you're a racist. Simple solution: America, stop fucking carpet bombing foreign countries.
I mean, if you want to get into that,
Yeah, we should probably call it quits here now anyway.
let's call it quits. Yeah,
Yeah, this is getting very, very political. I feel offended.
very dicey. Yeah.
Look, we need a solution that is better than the current. Our government is very right wing. We need it a bit more central. Maybe not, Jeremy Corbyn, but we need it a bit more central than it is.
Hmm.
I still believe that having it somewhere in the middle and listening to all the information is what would give us a better government.
To be honest, in my opinion, the Conservative Party aren't all that right wing. I think they have a lot of authoritarian policies, but I think a lot of people tend to think that right wing means authoritarian, or that left wing means like,
Libertarian.
uh, no, libertarian's right wing, means
Oh, shit.
socialist. They just put those two, like right wing fascist, and then like left wing socialist or communist.
Well, it's what
And
America.
there are many schools of thought
It's what America did
in
with
between.
communism, isn't it? They just see it as, this is bad because of this, this, and this reason. It's like, we'll look into it. Maybe you might actually like it a little bit. I can sit there and say that communism doesn't work. I can also sit there and say that we should probably help the poor, being as they're the backbone of the nation.
But
But we should also.
communism isn't the way to do that.
No, communism isn't. I'm just saying, like, I just want to say that I do share left-wing views. We should support those that need supporting that are the backbone of the nation, but we shouldn't be
Mm.
fucking giving all our money to the fucking big gas governments. We should
Okay.
also sit there and inherent some right-wing views where they're needed. We can't just sit there and be all very cutesy and very friendly to everyone, especially in the face of law.
Mm.
But anyway, I think that will call quits from here because otherwise we will go on all night. So thank you very much for watching and tune in
This
next
has
week.
been a video game podcast, everybody.
Should we just should we just call this in air quotation? This has been a video game podcast. Actually, I still like the Twix one.
I think you're stressing a little bit about it. I think it's great that we could talk about whatever we like.
Yeah.
Restrictions kill. Well, maybe not kills, but
I like to guide
we've
it
got
back
our
onto video
dockets.
games.
Hmm?
I do like to guide the conversation back to video games, but I'm not afraid
And
for.
you've done that,
I,
except for the last chat that we had.
yeah, but I am not afraid to let it veer a bit, and we did veer a bit because I get to talk about politics, which I love. Basically, if
That's
I love
fine.
it, it'll go on for hours. Anyway, thank you for watching. Say your bye.
Mwah. I love you. I love you all. I love you all. Come check me out at Biggest Reunion on Twitter. I do not that much shit posts, but I'm gonna be doing more.
Oh, bring all
and
the
they're
shit
gonna be
posts.
good.
Um,
I'm a sick fuck. I like a big hug.
oh my fucking
Uh,
god. Transition over to the credit screen. There we go. You can see all our social medias right here. Feel free to like, follow, subscribe, and tickle the bell? I don't fucking know what the bell's all about. to be
You
totally-
can stare longingly at the bell, but unless you touch that bell, it's not gonna.
Yeah.
It's not gonna ring.
I don't give a shit about the bell. If you want to bell it, you bell it if you want. But quite frankly, don't bell
I
it if
don't
you don't.
think there is a. There's no bell on Twitch.
There is on YouTube, and this is going up on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the credits are very short this week. It rolled past before I even went back onto the screen.
It's
Well,
fine.
all our social medias are there. We've even got an email which is located at the bottom. We've got I just realised it also says Renderific on there. She wasn't on this week.
You should still check her out.
Yeah, no, honestly, she's a good
She
lass.
does the good stream.
She does good streams.